Alrighty guys, what is going on everybody? Welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Happy Saturday to you all out there. What's up? Hope you guys are doing good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hop on into this. So you're going to notice, first of all, we do have a new stream layout. I decided to work on this yesterday, so we got a new stream layout here for the most part. In terms of things, you know what? I need to fix this real quickly. There we go. All right, we're good. But anyways, y'all, what's up? Hope you're doing good. We do have a really large enhanced risk for today across portions of kind of northern Texas. You know, portions here for actually central and northern Texas, northern Louisiana, central western Arkansas. Literally almost the entire state of Oklahoma is under a enhanced risk here. Southern portions of Kansas and even southeastern Colorado does have an enhanced risk, a level 3 for today. Really, really large threat here out there. So we're going to be covering all hazards being a possibility. Let's see here. Is this going to be a dangerous day, and will Illinois be fine tomorrow? Okay, so for today, yeah, it could be potentially dangerous, you know, across portions of the Central Plains, yeah. However, tomorrow, Illinois, the only area that has the risk is southwestern side, including St. Louis here. But we do have another enhanced risk for tomorrow, actually. We have another day of enhanced risk here for tomorrow. Not as large as today's enhanced risk, though. We definitely got pretty big of a day today. Let's see here. Joseph said, hi, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Says, interesting layout. Says, Aiden, thank you. Let's see here. Proxy with the 45. What's up, Proxy? Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much for the 45 super chat. Proxy, you rock. Thank you so much. That's super sweet of you. Thank you. Saying it's weather tracking time with Andrew. Let's go. What's up, Prox? Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. What's up, TRG? Hope you're doing good, man. Glad to have you here. But once again, Prox, thank you absolutely so much. So in terms of what's going on right now, you can see in the latest satellite imagery, we do have a few storms that is starting to pop off here across, you know, central Texas. At the moment, they are severe warned. You know, this is relatively south of Abilene for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys over here to the radar here. So in terms of what's going on, you know, with these storms at the moment, we do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Winters. Winters in central Texas for 2-inch hail and the possibility here of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We're going to keep an eye on it. Actually, it looks like a new cell is starting to pop off here southeast of Bollinger. So obviously, you guys should probably consider watching this storm here because, yeah, like I said, it takes a matter of no time with today for these storms to go severe. Now, speaking of severe, directly east of Abilene, here towards Clyde, areas here of Putnam, we do have ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning here for Belly Plain, Rowden as well, and Denton. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 1.25-inch hail or half-dollar size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility out of that cell. So that's what's happening right now in basically central Texas at the moment. Now, once again, today's enhanced risk actually does stretch its way. Like I said, today we have a very large enhanced risk for today. Like I said, stretching all the way from central Texas to northeast Texas. Yes, this does include Dallas. You know, once again, Dallas has been like a hot spot lately. In terms of like I said, basically in terms of things here, like I said, we have northern Louisiana included, central portions of Arkansas. Literally most of the entire state here of Oklahoma does have the enhanced risk out there for severe weather today. So, like I said, I mean, this is honestly, I'm not going to lie, I actually mentioned this earlier. This has got to be one of the largest enhanced risks I've ever seen in my life. It is a really big enhanced risk out there. Anyways, but yeah, like I said, obviously numerous impacts of severe weather, including, like I said, all hazards is possible on everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys over here to the Storm Prediction Center here for a moment to talk about, you know, what's going on here with the risk in general. So there's the enhanced risk. Once again, pretty large one. Tornado probability has been upgraded since yesterday. It was a 2% chance yesterday. Now it's a 5% chance. We actually have dual 5% chances for tornadoes today across portions of Oklahoma, southern Kansas. We also have one for the western panhandle of Florida, also for portions towards Mobile, Alabama, right there towards the coastlines of Alabama there. So obviously that is an increased tornado probability. Damaging winds, a really big concern today. Widespread wind damage seems to be likely today across a lot of those, or actually pretty much the entirety of the enhanced risk. Look how large that significant wind threat is. So basically, you notice how we had the red area that has all these little dashed lines through it. That's telling us today there's a possibility that we could be seeing basically these damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. So overall, we are talking some large, some very, very fast-moving winds, wind gusts here for today. So really got to be watching out for that wind damage. Now, in terms of hail, kind of pretty much the same thing, although push a little bit to the west out of the enhanced risk area. We do have ourselves a 30% chance for large hail as well, potentially up to basically 2 inches in diameter or larger. So we're talking really large hail again here for today. And speaking of large hail, I do tell you what, we're going to hop you guys back over here to the radar view. We are indeed watching a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for portions of basically eastern portions of Louisiana, across areas of Jackson, Louisiana, Wilson, Norwood, those regions out there. We're looking at the possibility for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, actually, they did downgrade that. It was earlier whenever I first went live here. It was actually there for, I believe, 2.75, but now it's at 2-inch hail. Anyways, but that's good news. But I do tell you what, it looks like we now have a tornado warning that's in effect here for areas basically right here towards areas east of Moss Point. This is right on the extreme southeastern side of Mississippi. This includes Highway 10. It does include Highway 63 as well. Towards Hurley, Big Point, Three Rivers. Let's see, Helena included, Orange Grove, Pekin, East Moss Point. Yeah, and those regions out there. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and hop over here to the velocity on that. So there is a little bit of something kicking off here west of Big Point here. Honestly, we're going to need to be watching out for this over the next little bit. Like I said, there's an immense amount of lightning activity that's also kicking off here with this. I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and hop over to this radar. I always use this radar for my analyzing because obviously, you know, I feel like it's a lot better in general. Now, if you look closely, this thing does actually have a hook on it. This is a pretty well-defined hook. So anytime, if you guys are new to weather, anytime you see a little bit of a hook on a storm, that could be a good sign that it is rotating. And in this case, it is. Obviously, we have this little area of interest here southwest of Big Point that we do need to be watching out for. Correlation coefficient, good news, there's nothing on CC right now. However, you guys have got to be inside of your shelter. Like I said, obviously, if you're in Big Points, areas of Wade, I feel like areas of Wade is pretty much good to go because, you know, essentially the storms, the area of rotation is south of you, and the storm is continually moving south from you. So, in general, if you live in Wade, you know, honestly, you're pretty much good to go. Same thing for Hurley, probably just a little bit more of those, you know, just those gusty winds and all that stuff going on right now, and obviously some moderate heavy rainfall. But it's mostly areas towards, like, Big Point and towards Helena that I would really consider watching here. Once again, this is in extreme southeastern Mississippi. I would highly consider this. Is almost right here near, it's pretty much east of Gulfport, towards Pascagoula. I think that's how you would say that. I could be wrong on that. I'm likely wrong on the pronunciation because I'm terrible at it. But anyways, but yeah, no, seriously. That is something that we do need to be looking out for. Now, if you look closely, we do actually have ourselves a pretty well-defined outflow boundary. So if you guys see this big noodle, this big string thing here, that's what we call an outflow boundary or a gust front. Essentially, they act like miniature cold fronts in a way, and they can actually spark off new thunderstorms. So we're going to have to watch on that line because you never know if we could be getting ourselves, like I said, you never know if we could be getting ourselves some more activity popping off out of that line there. So we'll definitely be keeping an eye out there for it. Moving over here towards areas of Florida, we do actually have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect for western Florida towards Fort Walton Beach, towards Wright. Also Niceville included. Let's see, what's going on with that? That looks like an embedded hook. Y'all see that? All right, we're going to look at velocity on that there. Okay, I don't see any... okay, that's good. I don't really see any rotation, but that definitely does look like a hook if you look closely at it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need to keep on watching the storm regardless. But anyways, the main concern out of this storm here is 2-inch hail, actually, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. If you look closely, this area in the purple, that is showing us that we are likely seeing some very large hailstones out towards those areas. So we got to be looking out if you live across those regions. Once again, directly north of Fort Walton Beach, including Fort Walton Beach, actually. North of Wright is right now where the, you know, the hail core essentially is. So that's that. Let's see here. Cat Nose says, keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Steve with a $10 super chat. Steve, thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. Really love the support from you guys. Thank you so much. It means a heck of a lot to us. Thank you all so much. Steve, thank you so much for that. That's super sweet of you. greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you so, so much for that. Anyways, but we're going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here, back to the main outlook area. Because like I said, today we have widespread severe weather kicking off here. Once again, we have a very large enhanced risk for today, across portions of, like I said, basically central to northern Texas. Once again, this does include some pretty populated areas. We have Dallas, we have Fort Worth included. We got a lot of areas included out here that you guys might be aware of. Temple, Texas is kind of there in the slight risk at level 2. Waco is right on the line between the slight risk and the enhanced. So, obviously, a few strong storms still could be expected, across those areas. But this also moves its way up into Oklahoma, including some popular areas like Lawton, Oklahoma City, Tulsa. You guys are impacted as well. Also for portions of, obviously Arkansas. We have Little Rock, we have Fort Smith, we have Texarkana, which is basically northeast Texas. I forgot to mention that area. But you guys are actually under the gun here for today as well. And then we move into northern Louisiana where the enhanced risk continues for Shreveport. We got Monroe, Arcadia. A lot of places here is actually in the in a pretty large risk here today for severe weather. So we're going to really need to be watching out for the storms. And like I said, if you look at the satellite view we have popped up right now, you can actually see how we are starting to get that growth kicking off here towards central Texas. You can actually start to see that thunderstorm activity popping off. And like I said, that is actually... like I said, that actually is, associated with a couple of severe thunderstorms, which I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the other radar. We do have ourselves a triad of severe thunderstorms. Now, I tell you what, this one on the far west here, this is right towards Winters, Texas. It actually looks like it has a little bit of a tail. It might be trying to hook here, in which, honestly, this is something that we need. This is something that we really have got to be watching out for. Now, right now, I don't see any rotation on it, so that's good news, but I'd still say we need to watch this storm because, it could change. It could turn into a rotating thunderstorm in a matter of just a little bit of time. Anyways, but Winters is included, Hatchel, Maverick's included, but honestly, the storm is moving its way moving its way away, I should say, from Maverick here. I think Maverick is relatively fine out of the storm here. Nothing really to worry about if you live towards Maverick, but once again, if you're there towards like Winters and Hatchel, yeah, I think Hatchel might just barely miss this storm. But Winters, it looks like it's going to be a direct hit for you guys. So obviously, we're going to need to keep on watching out for you guys. Let's see here. I should make a gaming channel. I do actually have one. I posted on my community page a while ago. I don't upload to it that much anymore though. Anyways, let's see here. I didn't realize that Wichita was in such an area of risk. Glad I checked in. And hello all. What's up, Steve? Yeah, like I said, obviously you guys in Wichita, Kansas, you all actually do have ourselves a slight risk for you guys, a level 2 out of 5. There is a shot for severe weather. Now, tornado probability out there towards Wichita actually is not expected, so that's good news. So obviously in terms of severe weather, we're not expecting any tornadoes for you. Hail, on the other hand, you're in a 15% zone of the possibility for some large hail, maybe up to maybe up to quarter size, could be possible. So watch out for some hail. And in terms of damaging winds, same thing, 15% chance of maybe some of those gusts getting up to 60 miles per hour. But that is essentially what we are seeing here. That is what we're looking at. But yeah, no, honestly, so yeah, areas of Wichita does have an area of, severe weather concerns. Like I said, it's a slight risk, a level 2 out of 5. Like I said, today's maximum threat is a level 3. But like I said, regardless if it's a level 1, a level 2, or a level 3, there is still a shot for severe weather, and you've got to be prepared for it, regardless. Now, we actually also do have a really large slight risk. This risk actually drives its way down into even portions of Florida. I mean, literally central Florida today. I don't even know if you guys knew this, but today in central Florida, we got a pretty decent shot at severe weather, basically stretching all the way down towards Miami. Yeah, we got a pretty big risk out there. Even like the areas of the Keys, the eastern Keys here, we do have ourselves a marginal risk in effect there. So regardless, a lot of Florida is actually at risk again, or at risk today as well. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi's at risk. We have, obviously Missouri. Even Iowa has its own little slight risk out there. In which it actually looks like we're starting to get a lot of that cell formation that's starting to occur, in which I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the radar at that point. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on up there in Iowa. Does not appear that there is any current severe warnings out there in Iowa right now. However, I do tell you what, they are new cells, and it does look like they are just now starting to fire off. Because like I said, you go back here a few frames, about 30 frames, and you can actually see here that, basically that the storms were, pretty much just beginning, and now they're really starting to take shape here. So, obviously, like I said, you guys are in a slight risk. Tornado probability is not expected out of these storms, in particular towards Iowa, so that's good news at least. The main concern actually is hail and damaging wind gusts. So, wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, could be possible, as well as hail maybe up to quarter size. Yeah, also cannot be ruled out. So, that's kind of the main concern out there. Now, I do tell you what. Over here in southeastern Colorado, we got a line of storms that's really starting to kick off here. We got ourselves a pretty large line of thunderstorms kicking off, actually moving its way into northeastern New Mexico. We got a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for Des Moines. This is basically in northeast New Mexico. This is not Des Moines, Iowa, by the way. This is Des Moines, New Mexico. This includes Grenville included, Highway actually 64 here. But yeah, that's kind of the main areas there. Now we move our way into southeastern portions of Colorado. We do have ourselves a line of storms. The main concern out of this line here seems to be damaging winds out of it, and maybe even some small hail up to quarter size. And actually, the more I look at it, there's actually a tornado possible tag on this one cell, basically north of La Junta. Right here towards Rocky Ford, we have Ordway, we have Sugar City. Yeah, we have a tornado possible tag on that. And that does not mean a tornado is an immediate danger. It does mean that, tornadoes can quickly form out of severe thunderstorms. So, obviously, it means to keep an eye out for that in particular storm as it, down in time, it could have the potential to produce a tornado. But right now, there is no immediate danger out of it at the moment. Anyways, but yeah, no, currently the main concern, though, is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and the potential here for quarter-size hail. And once again, this is here in southeastern Colorado as well. It actually does look like northeast of Colorado Springs, we do got a couple of flash flood warnings as well. So obviously, flooding is expected or imminent or ongoing across those regions. Anyways, but we're going to go ahead and hop back over here to this tornado warning, you guys. Like I said, we do have a tornado warning in effect for portions of Mississippi. This is for Jackson County. We're going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here. So this includes, obviously, areas of Helena inside the warning there. It actually still has that visible hook out there. Now, if you're there towards Wade, Hurley, and Big Point, you are good to go. You're still in the warning, but honestly, the storm has moved its way away from you, and is continuing to move its way away from you. The area of interest right now is directly over Helena, in which if you're in Helena, definitely remain in your shelter. Like I said, obviously, central interior room is where you want to be. If you do not have a storm shelter or a basement, that's where you want to go first, obviously. But if you do not, central interior room, bring yourself a helmet, help protect your head. Bring yourself, a pair of shoes. For anything that could be sharp outside, say worst case scenario does happen. There is a tornado, say worst case scenario. Obviously, like I said, at that point, bring your shoes to help protect, your feet from glass, sharp objects, sheet metal, you name it. A lot of sharp objects. So obviously have a first aid kit too to help prepare for that. But anyways, yeah, it definitely does look like there is a bit of turbulence right over Helena. Now, honestly, I'm not really seeing any tight couplet here in terms of rotation, but I do see the potential there for some really strong winds out of it. So regardless, it does definitely look like there is a threat for, some damaging winds out of this here. So we're going to have to, like I said, we're going to have to continue to keep an eye out there for this. Anyways, but we also do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect just east of that for areas here, basically southwest of Mobile, Alabama, here for Grand Bay. This also includes Bayou La Batterie, portions here for Heron Bay, and Dolphin Island here included. Now, this one is in effect here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and actually half-dollar size hail. So, hail a little bit larger than a quarter size could be expected out of that storm there. So, we're going to need to be looking out for that. It also looks like we got a report of a wind gust east of Niceville in the panhandle of Florida up to 48 miles per hour towards Choctaw Beach weather stem site. So, apparently we got ourselves 48-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, obviously, a 48-mile-per-hour wind gust is not considered severe, but it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. And actually, look at this. Here towards Tallahassee, Florida, you guys, we got a severe thunderstorm warning directly north of Tallahassee, including Havana. We have Bradfordville. We have, Midway included, Quincy. We have, Hardaway, Oak Grove, Greensboro. You guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect here for the next little bit. Let's see. This is a relatively new storm. Yeah, because that was not warned a few frames back here. This is relatively a new warning that just got issued here not long ago. But yeah, anyways, but what we're looking at for the possibility here out of this storm here for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So kind of your, kind of your normal severe thunderstorm warning that would be issued. But northern Tallahassee will be impacted by this storm. So if you live out there, obviously heads up to you guys. Be prepared for, some probably an immense show of lightning as well, I can say. So a lot of lightning, obviously, some hail and the potential there for, some damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour being a possibility. Once again, for northern Tallahassee, that does seem to be a possibility. Anyways, but we're continuing to watch this tornado warning, guys. Like I said, this is the only tornado warning we have in effect here as of right now. We're going to continue to keep an eye out there for it. Like I said, once again, Helena, you guys are kind of right there in the middle of the crossfire here. Once again, areas of Wade, Hurley, and Big Point, you guys are pretty much good to go. But like I said, here in Helena, you guys should still remain in your shelter until further notice. Because like I said, according to the radar here, we're getting some pretty strong returns, and that does show the possibility of some, some damaging winds. Honestly, I would not even be surprised if those wind gusts could even get up to 70 miles per hour. They have tennis ball size hail on that. Look at that. Oh, you guys can hardly see that. Yeah, they have tennis ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts on that warning. But like I said, I personally think that those wind gusts could be a little bit over 60. Potentially up to 70 mile per hour wind gusts towards Helena could theoretically be possible. So Helena, definitely remain in your shelter until further notice. We're going to need to watch out for this here. Absolutely. Carson says, next update, I think the NHC will go 80%. So if you guys don't know, there's actually a system that we're monitoring out in the tropics. It has a really good probability of forming into a hurricane. Really quickly, I'm going to take you guys over there really briefly. So here is the area of interest. This thing overall has a 70% chance of formation. If you look there, formation chance for the next 7 days, high 70%. So it does have a pretty good probability of turning into a system here. Now, right now, the models, most of them go out to sea, but you never know. It could still steer further west than we anticipate right now. It's just something we're going to need to keep an eye on. Right now, it's moving west, I believe, at about 10 miles per hour. Now it's actually picked up speed. Yesterday it was at 10 miles per hour. It's actually moving 15 to 20 now. So it's picked up a bit of speed moving westward. But anyways, that's just something I wanted to mention really briefly for you guys. Even this program picks it up there. A lot of spaghetti models you can kind of see. Some of them have it going into the Caribbean. Some of them have it going out to sea. So either option is still on the table here for that system. So could very well be our first hurricane of the season. Anyways, but yeah, back over here on the satellite view, you guys, like I said, once again, we're already starting to see a lot of that activity starting to kick up across central Texas. A lot of thunderstorms are starting to pop off. Now, once again, Dallas, you guys out there in Dallas-Fort Worth area, we do have ourselves like I said, we do have ourselves a pretty big risk out there for today in terms of severe weather. Now, tornado probability for Dallas, we do have ourselves a chance for it. Actually, tornado probability is actually less than 2%. So Dallas barely has a threat for any tornadoes today. I mean, you're right on the edge of that 2% chance, so probability is very low. In terms of damaging winds, though, that's your main concern. That's for like 70 mile per hour wind gusts. Out of some storms could be possible, 70 plus. So we'll need to keep an eye out there for the Dallas region here later on. Anyways, but yeah, that's what's going on there on the satellite view in current form. Obviously, right now down in the south, right here towards obviously Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Panhandle of Florida. That's where you see all these thunderstorms really starting to kick off here. It's starting to commence here. Obviously, this is the most mature thunderstorms that we have going on right now. But like I said, here pretty soon across areas of central Texas, we are still continuing to watch those storms really start to take shape out there. So we're going to need to watch really closely over central Texas here pretty soon. Anyways, but back on this tornado warning here, like I said, they did actually upgrade that to 2.5-inch hail, a tennis ball size hail. But look at this. They did upgrade the winds up to 70 mile per hour wind gusts out of that. I had a feeling, honestly, look at that 2.5. This one's still 60, but I had a feeling out of this storm here, there's going to be a shot for potentially 70 mile per hour wind gusts. I mean, honestly, this thing has gone from rotating to more looking like a damaging wind concern. And like I said, this thing is going right there towards the coastline. So any boaters who's just off the southern, just off of Mobile Bay, who's obviously in the Mobile Bay and basically south towards Dolphin Island and those regions. Obviously, to the boaters out there, honestly, you're going to want to avoid this storm because this is going to get pretty gnarly. This could easily capsize vessels. This could obviously create locally hazardous seas, which can also capsize vessels. So obviously, you know, we're going to need to really consider avoiding this storm out here. Once again, Dauphin Island. This includes Nelson. Let's see, areas of Alabama Port, those regions. It actually looks like they just now added another special marine warning out there for the coastlines too, just south of Moss Point and Pascagoula for the next 93 minutes. So heads up to you guys. As that is a possibility. Did they put a water spout possible on that too? They did. Look at that. They also put a threat for water spouts on that special marine warning as well. So there's actually not just a chance for, you know, the strong winds, the heavy waves, but there's also a shot for water spouts out of that cell there, right there towards the Mobile Bay. So yeah, we're gonna need to watch those groups of storms, as they do look pretty nasty. Anyways, but now that I'm looking at it, we now have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Baton Rouge, as we do have the threat for actually ping pong ball size hail and a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust being a possibility. That is a new storm, or relatively new warning they just issued here towards Baton Rouge. This includes Denham Springs, Walker. This includes Zachary, Baker, and Slaughter. You guys are under the gun here for the next 47 minutes. So you guys got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. Like I said, obviously the potential there for, you know, once again, ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts exists. So, you know, right now in central Baton Rouge here, you are relatively good for now, for the moment being. But like I said, this storm is heading your way, and obviously you're going to be impacted by the potential of these severe activity. But what I'm saying is that you have enough time potentially to park your cars in your garage, because, you know, we're talking some pretty large hail here. You know, this is definitely the size of hail that can dent your vehicles, shatter windshields. I mean, seriously, ping pong ball size hail is pretty large hail. You know, that could definitely cause some problems, essentially. But anyways, that's just something to take in consideration out there towards Baton Rouge, just as a little bit of a precautionary heads up there. So anyways, but that's what's going on out there. We do actually have a history of large hail being reported with this storm out there. So obviously, you know, it would be a good time to act across those regions there. Anyways, we're going to hop back over here towards San Angelo. We are currently watching ourselves a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings popping off here. Like I said, we obviously do have ourselves, all of these actually are for half-dollar size hail. Like I said, let's see. The one up here towards Clyde, east of Abilene, is about to expire in 1 minute. But yeah, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for most of these is a concern. This guy down here towards Santa Ana only has the possibility for half-dollar size hail. The wind gusts are expected to be under severe limits, so that's good news in general. But anyways, let's see here. Aiden says, what is Tulsa, Oklahoma going to get wind-wise? Okay, so I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and hop you back over here to Oklahoma. So in terms of what's going on out there towards Tulsa, obviously you are in the enhanced risk region. Now, in terms of damaging winds, you do have a 30% significant threat for damaging winds, which that means there's a possibility for 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts out of some of these storms today. So yeah, if you're in Tulsa, obviously that's kind of one of your main concerns, is those damaging wind gusts. And actually, if I go ahead and show you this real quickly, we'll do significant winds. You can see how this whole entire highlighted area, this is the region where obviously we could see some damaging wind gusts, 70 mile per hour and plus, that could be possible. I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and turn on these watches. I probably should have turned those on. Right now, we actually do not. Let's see. Oh, we just recently got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for Texas. But for Oklahoma, no, we do not have any of those yet. But we do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm watch in effect here, in effect for until 11 p.m. actually, for 80-mile-per-hour wind gusts and maximum hail up to 4 inches in diameter. So honestly, even worse than expected could be possible. So yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on it. Is it coming to Ohio? The answer to that is no. It is not really tracking its way towards Ohio. I mean, Ohio is pretty much good to go here. Tomorrow's risk does not have this getting anywhere near Ohio, so we're pretty much good to go here out of this event here. So you're good to go in Ohio. Oh my gosh, the fly is back. If you don't know, if you don't know, this fly was bothering me like crazy yesterday, but it's back. What are you gonna do? Anyways. Let's see here. Will these just pass away for me? Let's see here. The cell below Abilene, Texas. Okay, let's see here. So we can move over here towards Abilene. Obviously, yeah, you can see on the satellite view, these guys are pretty well defined. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to, back over here to the radar for a moment. So in terms of what is going on, south of Abilene. So we have winters obviously impacted by the storm right now. 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility here. South of Coleman, we also do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here as well. Actually, the good news here is, like I said, it's not for damaging winds. It's actually expected to be under the severe criteria for damaging winds, but it is for the possibility of some large hail, potentially up to, like I said, potentially up to $half size hail. So could be possible. So we're going to need to watch out for those storms. Now, the warning did actually get expired here for the storm northeast of Abilene. For that storm right there, that is no longer severe warned. However, it is still remaining a pretty strong warning out there. Or, sorry, pretty strong storm, I should say, not warning. Good news is the warning is gone. But like I said, it still remains a pretty strong storm. And there you go. Now there's a new warning. They decided to put a new warning on it. Look at that. So the new warning includes Albany. This is, once again, do not mix this up with Albany, New York. This is Albany, Texas here. So Albany, Texas. We also have ourselves, let's see, Sedgwick here as well, for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and a $half size hail. So there's a shot for some small hail. Depending on if you want to call it $half size hail small, it's in reality pretty large hail. It could cause some damage, but you know, $half size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility. Let's see here. See, the new transition is crazy. It made me motion sick. How did that make you motion sick? It's pretty cool, honestly. I thought it was pretty cool anyways. But that's what's going on with that cell. They just issued a new one there, also including like Fort Griffin as well inside of the region. Now I do want to mention, y'all, we do have ourselves a few severe thunderstorm watches in effect here, or one big severe thunderstorm watch in effect across portions of southeastern Louisiana, southern portions of Mississippi, southern areas here of southern portions here of Alabama, and the panhandle of Texas, also southwestern Georgia. This will remain in effect here until 9 o'clock p.m. here. Obviously, 2.5-inch hail and 75-mile-per-hour wind gusts could be a possibility. Let's see. Oh, tornado watch. Let's see. TRG said tornado watch and Eek as well. Okay, let's see. Let's go and hop over here to the SPC really quickly. So apparently we got a new tornado watch. It's not popped up on my end yet. You'll see it pop up here in a second. Let's see here. Watches. Yeah, I don't see it on my end yet, but I do see the mesoscale discussion that they were issuing that for. Let's see here. So they had it for the panhandle of Texas. Is that where it's going to be issued there for? So according to the mesoscale discussion, I'm going to turn those on for a second. Oh, did not mean to do that. But in terms of the mesoscale discussion, they have those there. Across portions of Texas and Oklahoma. So that circle area, that's kind of where they're considering issuing a watch. So that looks like that's where it's going to be issued at, right? So portions of western Oklahoma and the panhandle here of Texas. Now, across those regions, tornado probability is in the 5% zone. So obviously that is, part of the highest risk here for tornadoes today. So that is part of the highest, concern for today. So it does look like, yeah. Oh, there it is. There you go. Now it popped up there. So there you go. So portions of Amarillo is included there. So we have Amarillo, we have Stratford, we have Perryton, Pampa, we have Woodward, we have Liberal, we have Elkhart, Ashland. This even includes portions of southwestern Kansas even. So there you go. First tornado watch of the day. All right, that's cool. We're going to go and turn off the mesoscale discussion so they don't cause any more concern or any more clutter on the screen here. But yeah, we have a new watch. Let's see. This is for 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Holy cow. Golly, 90-mile-an-hour wind gusts and 3.5-inch hail out of this. Like, holy cow. Let's see. This is in effect until midnight Eastern, so we're 11 o'clock Central Time for you guys who's actually in the watch. But storm motion's also at 46 miles per hour eastward. Golly, dude. 90-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's... Wow, that's pretty gnarly. Let's see. Is there anything kicking off here right now? I'm going to go and hop you guys back over here to the radar. Let's see. So in terms of what's going on right now, we did have a few of those storms popping off here in, let's see. We did have a few storms popping off in southeast Colorado out of this line. I guess, yeah, this is the line that's going on right here. Obviously, this is going to continue tracking eastbound. Like I said, storm motion, as we just seen here, is about 40-something miles per hour. But yeah, no, you can see that the storms are tracking their way eastward. And here pretty soon, I would not be surprised. Let's see. I don't even know if the models have picked up on this, but I would not be surprised if we did get a few more storms popping ahead of that main line. Let me actually pull that up. I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys over here to the model so we can look at this really quickly. I'm curious to see if this is going to be just a line fashion or if this is going to be a basically a line with discrete cells. Now you know what? Actually, here around 0Z, which is I believe 8 o'clock Eastern time, it is showing a few discrete supercells across portions of north central Texas. It also does show this, obviously that line that we were just looking at across, Colorado tracking into Kansas. It appears it's mostly going to remain in the form of this line. However, you know what? There is actually a few discrete cells that could be possible. What I mean by discrete is individual, kind of on their own severe thunderstorms out there that could be producing some tornadoes. So yeah, heads up to you guys. Now we continue our way down in time. Look at that. So right after midnight, actually, or right around midnight for you guys in the Central Time, Oklahoma City gets lit up here according to the HRRR. Obviously, in terms of what's going on in Dallas, it does show a few thunderstorms maybe rolling through, towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but hey, I tell you what, the environment is definitely primed for all hazards of severe weather today. So that is, that is definitely pretty interesting. So once again, that's the line we were talking about. That's the current radar view of it right now. Once again, we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings on it. It does already look like it's producing large hail up to ping pong ball size and damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. Now this cell down here in northeast New Mexico, that's new. They just now put a tornado possible tag on that. We're going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to the other view. By the way, they did get rid of that tornado warning a little bit ago, by the way, for Helena, basically in southeastern Mississippi. But we're going to hop over to that storm in New Mexico here because, like I said, it does look like that storm apparently does have a tornado possible. That one cell up there, oh, that's Colorado. Let's see. We're going to move over down here real quickly. I clicked on New Mexico. For some reason, it only pulled up this region there. Anyways, but in terms of what's going on with this cell, like I said, they did put a tornado possible. Look at that. That right there, y'all. That could be an area of rotation. That does look like it could be rotating here. The good news is it appears in mostly rural areas. Yeah, remain alert for a possible tornado. They did mention that on the warning text there. But that looks like some rotation to me. It does. Let's see, towards Grenville. You guys are in that severe thunderstorm warning. However, that area of interest is northeast of y'all. But the good news is, like I said, it's mostly in rural areas. I will say the radar is a little bit far away. We don't have a radar in extreme northeastern New Mexico. We're going to try Amarillo's radar here. Let's see what this one also says. There is a bit of rotation there. There is, actually. And the radar, both radars are picking it up. The good news is, like I said, once again, it's in mostly rural areas, but we're going to need to watch out for. So, obviously, the main concern out of that storm is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, but I honestly would not be surprised if a tornado warning did get issued for that. Now, I will say, out of this storm here a little bit ago, from what it looks like, we did actually get some reports of large hail, too. Look at this. Towards Des Moines, we got reports of quarter-size and ping-pong ball-size hail that's been reported out there towards Des Moines. Look at that. So 1 to 1.5-inch hail out here from Train Weather Spotters, so probably the same spotter out there towards Des Moines, did report 1 to 1.5-inch hail. So, obviously, there's a bit of large hail on that storm regardless. I don't know why they kept it at, they kept it at quarter-size hail, which I don't understand. They should probably keep that a little bit higher. Anyways, but that is, that's interesting. That is really interesting. So, yeah, we're going to need to keep an eye on that cell out there in northeast New Mexico. I think that thing could potentially produce a tornado at some given point, considering that heavy rotation that's there. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, we got ourselves a relatively new severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued south of Amarillo towards Silverton, Texas. Right here towards Silverton, Texas. Let's see, Quitique also included here. So the main concern out of this storm here is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, kind of baseline severe thunderstorm warning there. However, in terms of this storm, let's watch this. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see. Is there any... Okay, there's no tornado possible tag on it, but let's keep an eye on this storm here. Because obviously, this storm is in the environment where tornadoes are possible. I'm not saying there's an immediate danger out of one, but there might be a small area of weak rotation happening in that storm right now. So that is something to watch closely. Let's see what's going out there. Let's see what's going on out there here in a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. All right, we're going to move back over here towards Abilene, Texas, you guys. We got ourselves quite a few severe thunderstorm warnings in effect, basically northeast of Abilene and south of Abilene at the current moment. In terms of what is going on here, it's going to turn back to reflectivity here for a moment. So directly south of Albany here. This is, once again, northeast of Abilene here, but here towards Albany, Texas, we got a wall of a pretty gnarly storm rolling through. This storm motion is actually relatively, it looks like it's moving kind of northeast, but anyways, in terms of what is going on here, the storm, I don't know, it might just pass south of Albany. It looks like it's hardly moving, honestly. Let's see, what about the motion of this guy? Moving north at 30 miles per hour. They have it for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and half dollar size hail. I don't know. It's going to be close. We'll see what happens to Albany, Texas. Once again, do not mix this up for Albany, New York. This is Albany, Texas. But yeah, no, this is tracking its way. Yeah, kind of. It honestly looks like it's kind of pulling a northeast approach instead of that northern approach they were talking about. They probably should have adjusted the polygon a little better. But anyways, yep, still, keep an eye on it. Let's see here. We got another little pop-up cell there towards Rowden. Not currently severe warning, but I do tell you what. Let's see, yeah, southeast of Rowden now. It still is kicking off, heading in towards Cross Plains now. Never know if that one could get the spark to turn severe. And let's see, once again, southwest of Abilene here, we have Winters, Texas, in a severe thunderstorm warning here. Between Hatchell and Winters, pretty small area there that's in the warning, that's actually under the storm right now. Let's see, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and half dollar size hail being a possibility. So, yeah, that's kind of your main concern. Let's see, south of Coleman towards Santa Ana, we have that other severe thunderstorm warning out here for ping pong ball size hail. And actually, there's really no threat for damaging winds out of that one. It's actually mostly just a threat here for ping pong ball size hail, essentially. So that's obviously one to watch. I tell you what, guys, we're gonna go and hop over to Dallas really quickly, see what's going on out there. I want to see if there's anything going on out here towards Dallas right now. Okay, so Dallas, yeah, Dallas-Fort Worth area looks pretty clear for now, but I will note that you guys are still in the enhanced risk. You guys are in the big risk here for today. But, honestly, yeah, let's keep an eye on Fort Worth and Dallas for the next little bit here. But right now, like I said, things look to be relatively clear. I'll tell you what, we're going to go and hop over to Oklahoma City, too, take a look. Yeah, also Oklahoma City's under the gun here, too, for the damaging winds and the hail, in which, yeah, Oklahoma City seems to be pretty good. Like I said, according to the models, though, from what I've seen from the, from like the HRRR, what it showed is that big line of storms coming from eastern Colorado and tracking its way into Oklahoma. And then continuing here, obviously, I think that's going to be more of a night concern for areas of Oklahoma. I mean, like I said, seriously, I think that's the main concern. I would not be surprised, though, if there was a few pop-up cells ahead of it before nighttime. But, once again, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about here. According to the HRRR, it shows like that main massive storm happening, right after midnight, or right around midnight, I should say. In terms of hitting Tulsa, in terms of hitting, obviously, Oklahoma City. Those regions out there, obviously, yeah. But what I'm a little interested about is these guys, down here in like north central Texas. It shows a few discrete cells, which if you know anything about discrete thunderstorms in the tornado environment, that could throw off a pretty gnarly storm. Let's hope that that's not the case there. But honestly, it's something to watch. Now, I've noticed that the latest HRRR does not show much activity happening for Dallas. However, honestly, I definitely, just because of what this is saying, I would definitely just not ignore Dallas here. Let's take a look at the NAM 3K. Yeah, NAM 3K shows some storms rolling through just before midnight here. Kind of showing that main, kind of pretty much quite different compared to what the HRRR had to say there. But anyways, yeah, still Dallas. Yep, that's no excuse for you guys to stop watching the weather for today, because, like I said, I mean, seriously, you guys are still in that risk. Anyways, but I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the SPC outlook in terms of the, like I said, the current outlook regarding severe weather for today. We're going to go ahead and turn off the watches. So if you notice, we do have ourselves actually 4 colors. We have the light green here, we have the dark green, we have the yellow, and the orange. So the light green says, okay, there's a few shots for a few thunderstorms for today. There's a chance for a couple thunderstorms, a few rumbles of thunder could be possible. But other than that, Yeah, nothing too crazy. However, then we move into the areas here in the dark green. Now, the dark green area, that is where there's a possibility here, for some, like I said, obviously that's a possibility there for some severe weather to occur. So that's level 1 out of the spectrum. So obviously level 1, if you're across the regions there, yeah, heads up to you. So obviously heads up to the area in the dark green. Then obviously we have the level 2. That's a little bit more crazy. And then level 3 is the highest risk here for today. And like I said, the highest risk really covers a lot of areas here. Central and northern Texas, obviously northern Louisiana, a lot of Arkansas, pretty much the entire state of Oklahoma, southern Kansas, southeastern Colorado, and northeastern Panhandle of Texas too. So, like I said, yeah, we got an enormous enhanced risk out there. Like I said, honestly, I've never seen an enhanced risk this large in my life. I'm not even joking with you guys. This has got to be the largest enhanced risk I have ever seen here. So, anyways, but like I said, we're just gonna need to watch out for the storms out there because, like I said, they could get pretty gnarly. The main concern, like I said, obviously is damaging winds and hail, followed by some tornadoes being a concern. I mean, hence they did issue a tornado watch for the Panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma. Also for southwestern Kansas as well. But like I said, the majority of the nasty storms right now is actually starting in eastern portions here of portions of Colorado, I should say. Anyways, all right, you know what? We're going to do a little update on that one cell up here in northeastern, northeastern portions of New Mexico. Let's see what's going on up here. Still is rotating. Once again, like I said, the good news is it is in a rural area here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. But like I said, they did put a tornado possible tag on it, saying that there is the possibility there for a tornado that could form. That rotation's definitely tightened up quite a bit there. I mean, the radar is a fair distance away, but in my defense, there is multiple radars supporting this rotation. Let's see, they just issued a new warning. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to move into Oklahoma. Let's see, ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. They did not carry that tornado possible threat on that one. But this includes Boise City here. Wow. Let's see, new severe thunderstorm watch. Okay, gotcha. Let's see here. I'm in the thick. Where do we send videos? Send it to our Twitter. You see in the bottom right-hand side of the screen how it says at NWW1162. That's our Twitter. Let's see here. Should I be concerned traveling from Pennsylvania to Little Rock, Arkansas? So when are you going to be in Little Rock? If you're traveling, obviously Pennsylvania to Little Rock, that's a pretty far distance. Pennsylvania is up here, and Little Rock is obviously down here, basically in central Arkansas. Now, between today and tomorrow, if you're going to be anywhere near there tomorrow, there's also a threat for Little Rock, Arkansas tomorrow. You guys are, once again, we have another enhanced risk tomorrow, as you guys should know. Not as large of an enhanced risk, but like I said, obviously Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama included too. Yeah, like I said, I mean, seriously, this is covering some areas here. But obviously, still, yeah, keep an eye on it if you're traveling. It just really depends on when you're going to be in Little Rock, but we'll see. Let's see here. So many different hours to be asking for. Well, yeah. Let's see here. Teresa says Northwest Arkansas here. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But anyways, we're going to go and hop back over here to the day one outlook really quickly. Let's see. So once again, yeah, obviously we have some very populated areas today. Dallas, we have Waco included. We have obviously, Shreveport, Louisiana. We have Little Rock, Arkansas, Oklahoma City, Lawton, Tulsa. We got so many areas here that's in the enhanced risk in general. So, let's see. New tornado warning. Oh, in New Mexico. They did it. They sure did. It's about dang time that they did. Holy cat, look at this. So they finally did pull the plug, and they did issue a tornado warning on that cell there. Thanks for letting me know there, TRG. I would have probably not noticed for the next little bit, because we just got off of looking at that cell. But they sure did. Look at that. So there is obviously pretty tight rotation there. Tornado and quarter-size hail. Let's see here. Yeah, take cover now. Let's see. This dangerous storm will be near Moses around 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So 5 Eastern, or sorry, 5 Central, 6 Eastern. So yeah, so in about 9 minutes it'll be here towards Moses, it said. But anyways, but yeah, no, this thing's been rotating for quite a few minutes actually. This thing's really been cranking for a little bit. But anyways, but yep, we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, also there's been reports of large hail out of that storm there too. You know, as it rolled through Des Moines here. We did have reports of quarter size to ping pong ball size hail out of this storm here. So this thing's, you know, still likely producing some large hail too. They have the warning for quarter size hail and the possibility there for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but also that tornado warning is a new addition to that. So hey, like I said, rotation's been there on multiple radars, so it's definitely bound to keep an eye on it. All right, we're gonna hop back over here towards Abilene, Texas. See what's going on. We got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings here between Abilene. The first storm here is towards Albany. Texas. Once again, this is not Albany, New York. This is Albany, Texas here. Anyways, but in terms of this, you know, storm is relatively moving. It's moving northeast, but like I said, it does have Albany and Fort Griffin included. I feel like they should have probably updated the polygon to be a little bit more northeasterly. Anyways, but that's that. Anyways, but south of Abilene here, we do have actually another severe thunderstorm warning in effect for south of Coleman towards Santa Ana, Texas, in which this warning is in effect here for ping pong ball size hail. So that's really only the main concern out of the cell here towards Santa Ana. It's just for ping pong ball size hail. Obviously, the potential there for, you know, maybe the possibility of you know, maybe some gusty winds, but not expected to be anything, you know, anything damaging. So that in that case, that's pretty good. Just watch out for the hail out there. That's kind of the only main concern. There's a tornado on the ground, Andrew. It's looking. Wait, really? Wait, where's this at? Oh shoot, Alabama. That's new. Uh-oh. All right, guys, we got a tornado confirmed tornado. I tell you what, we're gonna keep up the warnings window here on my other screen. Holy cow! So we got this is for Baldwin and Escambia counties in Alabama. This is a tornado, a confirmed tornado out there. Honestly, this is between the panhandle of Florida and southern portions of Alabama here. Let's see. We're gonna hop back to velocity for a moment. Apparently, it's been confirmed here. Had some areas of rotation there. Let's see. What was this confirmed by? Public. The public confirmed it, apparently. See, confirmed tornadoes are located 12 miles west of Gonzales, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. So obviously, you know, we have Seminole included there. Yeah, that's where the rotation's at. So Seminole, let's see, Seminole, Seminole, Alabama. Sorry. You guys better be in your shelter here. Once again, this is actually tracking towards Pensacola. You know, I mean, right now there's no immediate tornado danger for Pensacola, but this storm is aiming right at Pensacola. So obviously, you know, out of this storm, Pensacola should be watching this, because, like I said, obviously the worst of it, the heavier side of precipitation and maybe even some small hail is eventually going to be crossing over Pensacola. So regardless, Pensacola should watch this storm closely. You're already starting to get kind of the moderate precipitation there towards Pensacola at the moment. But once again, yeah, this is I believe our first confirmed tornado of the day, isn't it? So there you go. But once again, yep, Seminole, Gonzales, portions of, you know, Gonzales, Florida, and Seminole, Alabama, in your shelters now, without hesitation. Get into your shelter right now. All right, we're gonna hop back over here to Baton Rouge. Yeah, Baton Rouge. Oh, look at that flash flood warning now in effect for Baton Rouge. We're gonna hop over to the KLIX radar here in basically eastern Louisiana. But in terms of what's going on, yeah, Baton Rouge under a severe thunderstorm warning still. Still in effect here. Let's see. So obviously the main core of it, a lot of the heaviest hail is south of Slaughter, heading into Zachary here. Once again, directly north of Baton Rouge. Velocity, yeah, I mean, obviously there's a bit of turbulence, but I don't see any tight rotation out of that, so there's no immediate tornado danger on it. But hail threat also has been observed. Look at that. Let's see here. Continuous cloud and ground lightning also. Let's see. Public at 4:25. Large hailstones the size of quarters and wind damage reported over Jackson, Louisiana. Storm's moving south at 30 miles per hour. Yeah, look at that. So right here towards Jackson, we had reports shingles blown off roofs in homes in Bluffs subdivision. Wow. And like I said, there's Jackson reporting obviously penny-sized hail out there. But there's also, on the warning, they did report actually, they did actually report quarter-size hail out there. But let's take a minute. Let's go and take a look at this warning. We have a flash flood warning in effect for literally, flash flood warning in effect here for central Baton Rouge here. Let's see. Additional amounts of 1 to 2 inches. Let's see. Yeah, so basically additional amounts of 1 to 2 inches of rain is possible over the Baton Rouge. So obviously that could lead to flash flooding, quick flooding to be occurring across those regions there. All right, we're going to do a little update back on this tornado warning, y'all. So once again, if you guys are just now joining us, we do have a confirmed tornado that's basically, a warning that's in extreme western panhandle of Florida, also for portions of the, just east of Mobile, Alabama currently. We are indeed watching ourselves like I said, we did have a confirmed tornado out there. I'll tell you what, we're going to hop over to the radar here in Mobile. I think that's the closest radar we got out there. But yeah, out here towards Seminole, we actually did have a reported tornado here. This was confirmed. Let's see here. Where was this? Yeah, 12 miles west of Gonzales, moving southeast at 10 miles per hour. Damaging tornado, public confirmed a tornado there. So, but back on velocity, honestly, velocity really not showing much rotation on it. Earlier we did have a little bit there that kind of crossed towards Seminole. But anyways, yeah, but that's, honestly, that's still remain your shelter regardless, just for your safety. Let's see here. Noah, thank you, dude, for becoming a tropical stormer. Welcome to the team, man. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you for becoming a part of the team there, Noah. Let's see here. Poor Baton Rouge. My birthplace 66 years ago. This is proxy. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Baton Rouge is, getting hit a little bit. Yeah, Baton Rouge, actually, there's, once again, they're north of Baton Rouge towards Jackson. Yeah, like I said, there's reports of shingles being blown off of houses. So, yeah, not real good. Let's see here. I'm here for a quick hello and a like drop, says Coffee. Well, glad to have you here, Coffee. Hope you're doing good. Hope you are doing good. All right, we're going to go and hop you guys back over here to the main outlook area in the satellite view. Like I said, if you guys are just now joining us, here is the big risk for today. We got ourselves a very large enhanced risk out there. The orange is the enhanced risk. That is a level 3 out of 5 on the severity spectrum, which a level 3, whenever you have one, it's usually not the friendliest for severe weather. But anyways, with Central Texas, obviously is included here. This is... San Angelo is actually right on that enhanced risk line. Obviously, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas is included. Waco's right on the line as well. Texarkana's inside the enhanced risk. Then we move into Oklahoma. Lawton, Oklahoma City, Tulsa included. Obviously, this is kind of north of Amarillo for the most part. But then we move into, Louisiana. We have Shreveport that's included with the big risk. We have Little Rock, Arkadelphia, also included here for, Fort Smith as well. Yeah, like I said, we do have ourselves a very large enhanced risk. Like I said, this is definitely one of, this is honestly one of the largest enhanced risks that I've ever seen here in my life. Honestly, this has got to be at least a top 5. It's pretty crazy, very, very large. Anyways, Could they do a special outlook and put a moderate risk? I don't think so. Because you never know. Actually, the more I think about it, the next update's at 9, and right around 9 o'clock, the storms are not even really going to be moving into Oklahoma City at that time. So, like I said, according to the models, from what we were looking at here a little bit ago, I'll go and hop you guys back over here. If you're just now joining us, according to the HRRR, which is a weather model here. So according to the model here, it does show a few of those, or obviously a lot of that bulk of storms rolling over Oklahoma City here pretty late at 05Z, which is midnight, right around midnight there for Oklahoma City. So around midnight is whenever it shows those storms rolling through there. So considering that midnight is well after 9 o'clock, honestly, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the storms actually pan out. There's a thing that we have to look at for observations too, obviously, in terms of what the storms are currently doing as they continue to move into that enhanced risk. So we'll see. We'll definitely see how that plays out. I'm not going to say it's impossible, honestly. I'm really not going to say that is impossible. But anyways, yeah, currently here, y'all, on the satellite view, you can see right across central Texas, we got a lot of activity starting to kick off here with those storms. Once again, we go ahead and play the motion here. You guys can see those storms popping off, how they started popping off across like north of Abilene, south of Abilene, and how they really started cranking up into the storms that they are now. And you know what? I will tell you guys this. You know, the severe weather threat goes literally all the way from central Colorado to literally Miami. I mean, we have a very large risk out there. I mean, literally central Colorado to Miami, very large risk. And from as far down south as basically south central Texas, all the way up into south central Minnesota. That just goes to show you how large the severe weather risk is for today. And like I said, you know, a lot of people are at risk today. You know, whether you're in the level 1, level 2, or the enormous level 3. Like I said, I mean, seriously, you know, that's kind of what we're talking about. So a pretty large risk out there for the possibility for severe weather today. All right, we're going to do a little update on this tornado warning, y'all. So we have a tornado warning here that's basically in the western panhandle of Florida and also portions east of Mobile, Alabama. This is in effect for areas of Seminole and Gonzales. In terms of the latest radar update, you know, honestly, I'm really not seeing much. Radar here is hardly picking up anything here anymore. Once again, this was a confirmed tornado by the public a little bit ago. So obviously, you know, this thing's been detected. So if you're there towards Gonzales, if you're there towards Seminole, obviously be inside of your shelter here. Obviously, like I said, we'll definitely be watching out for the storm here. The storm is going to expire at 5:30, so this is in 27 minutes until this warning does get expired. So we have a little bit to go before this does, you know, kick the bucket here. But obviously, if you're in those regions now, we should obviously remain in our shelter until further notice. Because, like I said, obviously there has been a confirmed tornado at that cell. Anyways, let's see here. Out there towards Gulfport, east of Gulfport, right there in southeastern portions of, southeastern portions here of Mississippi, we do have ourselves a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that's in effect here, including Martin Bluff. We have, let's see here, areas of Moss Point, Creole, I think that's how you say that area. But obviously we do have, that severe thunderstorm running through. There's actually been reports of anywhere from ping pong ball to golf, literally from ping pong ball to golf ball size hail between Hurley and Big Point. So out of this storm here, there's obviously been some reports of some hail. This actually happened a little bit ago, but it does look like another storm is getting ready to roll across areas of Hurley and Big Point as well. And actually right now this thing is moving its way into Agricola, moving out kind of Loosedale. Anyways, for this storm, I should say, the main concern here is ping pong ball size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts actually being a possibility out there. So obviously that is that. And there you go. They just now removed that warning there. So that tornado warning we were just talking about for western Florida Panhandle and areas east of Mobile, that is no longer in effect. You guys are good to come out of your shelter. Yeah, I did not see really much rotation out of that. As obviously, like I said, it seemed like it stopped for the most part. So that's good news. So you guys are now good to come out of your shelter. However, there's still going to be the possibility for gusty winds as well as likely a lot of lightning. So I'd still remain indoors, but you can come out of your shelter. So, but anyways. Yeah, so obviously, like I said, right now we are seeing a bunch of these, strong to severe thunderstorms rolling through areas of like Mobile, towards Gulfport and portions of western Florida. But yeah, that's that. All right, let's see here. So right now, I will mention you guys, like I said, we do have ourselves that severe thunderstorm that's rolling its way through Dauphin Island. They did issue a special marine warning for portions of Fort Morgan and those areas. Obviously, that is to alert the boaters out there for possible water spouts. Obviously, wind gusts in excess of 50 knots and large hail. So that's a big hazard for boaters out there. You know, like I said, that is seriously a big, a really big hazard for boaters out there. You said, like I said, locally hazardous waves. Obviously, we have, strong winds can easily capsize vessels. So, honestly, like I said, really anybody out there that's in that special marine warning or out there towards, Mobile Bay, slightly west, you're going to want to avoid these storms at all costs because, like I said, these things, oh, shoot, tornado warning, hold on. But like I said, obviously, got to avoid those at all costs. All right, we're going to hop over here. So this is new information. We got a new tornado warning that just got issued here. This is moving its way into western panhandle of Oklahoma. Look at that. All right, let's see here. So this includes Boise City and Keys. So yeah. So, all right, so we have Keys and Boise City here. This is brand new. This is a brand new warning they just issued here not long ago. Literally just now. Let's see here. Golf ball size. Wow, golf ball size hail and a tornado being possible. Let's see. We're going to hop back to velocity on that. Yep, seeing a bit of rotation now crossing from New Mexico into western panhandle of Oklahoma. The rotation is basically northwest of Wheelus. So if you're in Wheelus, obviously be in your shelter right now. This is tracking towards areas of Castaneda. Boise City, once again, is included. Keys and Burton. You guys are inside of that tornado warning here, which will remain in effect until 5:45. So we got a little bit to go on that warning there. Let's see here. Noah with a $5 super chat. Thank you, dude. Greatly appreciated, man. Thank you so much, Noah, for the very love and support. Let's see here. Anything heading towards let's see, Canola, Iowa. Let's see. The next biggest town is Iowa City, Iowa. Gotcha. Let me actually switch over to this program here for a moment, and I will look at that here for you. Let's see. You want me to look here? Kelowna. Let's see. Kelowna, Iowa. Here we go. All right, so you, my friend, obviously, yeah. So for portions of Iowa, today, actually, you're relatively good. You're in the general thunderstorm threat, which means there's a possibility for a few thunderstorms, but honestly, not expected to be anything, like I said, obviously not expected to be anything too crazy. However, let's see, what about tomorrow's risk? I'm not too sure what's going to happen out there in Iowa tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, once again, you're in the general thunder tomorrow. So between today and tomorrow, there's no risk for severe weather. There is a shot for a few thunderstorms between today and tomorrow, but they're generally not expected to be anything severe. So you should be all right. Once again, thank you for the 5. Very, very sweet of you. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. TRG says, TRG, dude, I am not better than you. You are a great streamer as well. Honestly, like I said, I'm, very, very thankful to have found you there, TRG. Like I said, you're a really good dude. And if you guys have not already, please consider subscribing to TRG as well. He's a really good friend of mine. And also a weather streamer like I am, too. So obviously, go show him some love as well. Anyways, let's see here. So we have Kansas City. Obviously, okay, we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings northeast of Kansas City here. Let's see. This includes Polo. Let's see, Cowgill. Okay. We have Kingston and Elmira. Quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Yeah, both of these are just kind of normal thunderstorm warnings. Cameron as well, and Winston, Altamont, and Kidler, and Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton included. So we got a few storms popping off northeast of Kansas City, but they're not anything extreme. But they're just breaking that severe boundary essentially. All right, let's see here. Back towards Tallahassee, we got ourselves. Ooh, wow, look at that. So we got ourselves a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here. Includes Highway 10 north of Tallahassee. Let's see. So basically, we have this. Let's see, Bradfordville. We have let's see, Homestead Ridge included with this one. Let's see, we got Concord, we have Peck. This is for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah, once again, just kind of normal thunderstorm criteria. Same thing for the one east of it. So, yeah, these storms, although are severe, they're not really anything extreme, which is good. Let's see, 1.25, 1.5. So these guys, all right, so the ones out here east of Gulfport. Yeah, ones here east of Gulfport here, actually. These ones are, kind of a bit of a problem for hail. Anywhere from $50 to ping pong ball size. So towards Loosedale and towards Gautier, Moss Point included here. Yeah, obviously you guys, also 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility too. Cannot forget about that. So once again, both damaging winds and hail seems to be a possibility. Noah says, thanks. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. All right, let's do a little update on Baton Rouge. This one's especially for Proxy, since Proxy has grown up here in Baton Rouge. Apparently, I did not know that actually. Let's see. So obviously, okay. So the storm here for Baton Rouge, it actually looks like you guys are getting hit pretty good. 1.5-inch hail, so that's ping pong ball hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. seems to be causing a problem in northern Baton Rouge. Now, right now, this is including areas like Scotlandville. We have Jordan Terrace, Maryland. We have Beechwood. Those areas is kind of in that, purplish pink color. Once again, those are the regions there where we are likely seeing some very large hail. So across the areas there, obviously, you're going to want to, if you can, like I said, I warned you guys earlier before the storm moved into Baton Rouge. But like I said, obviously, and if you're still not in the storm towards like Gonzales and Sorrento, obviously, if you can and if you have time, if you can do so safely, at that point, I would recommend bringing your car into your garage or obviously a carport or something to protect your car. Because like I said, hail this size, even up to, oh wow, look at that. They upgraded it to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Holy cow. Yeah, look at that, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Anyways, but yeah, anywhere from, ping pong ball size hail to 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts, wind-driven hail potential. Yeah, no, that could seriously cause a bunch of problems for, your vehicles outside. So seriously, if you can do so safely, I'm not saying to do it if you're putting yourself at risk, but if you can do so safely, I would advise it for sure. Anyways, we still have this flash flood warning in effect here. Let's see, for portions directly over Baton Rouge. Let's see here. So additional rainfall amounts up to 1 to 2 inches is possible. So apparently there's already been reports of flooding that has been ongoing out there towards Baton Rouge. So obviously what a flash flood warning means is that quick, flash meaning like quick. If you think of like what flash means, you think of quick. So flash flooding, obviously flooding, what flooding is. So flash flooding obviously is showing that we're talking about quick flooding that's either ongoing or expected to develop shortly. Obviously, we've already had a lot of rain over Baton Rouge, and this storm, this heavy rainfall that's over Baton Rouge is definitely not helping. So obviously, yeah, you guys out there towards Baton Rouge, yeah, heads up to you guys, seriously. As, not only is there a severe thunderstorm over you, but there's also flash flooding potential out of that thunderstorm. So just looking out for y'all, just giving y'all a heads up there. Just giving you guys a little bit of a heads up. Let's see, is this a new storm? Southeast of Lubbock, that was not there a minute ago, was it? I don't think so. That storm right here, that's got to be new. It looks like some gravity waves there. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's new. That's brand new. Let's see. Quarter size hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We also have this guy. Okay, this one up here is actually matured quite a little bit. Over here towards Amarillo radar, directly southeast of Amarillo. Let's see here. From central Amarillo to the center of the storm, it's 78 miles southeast of Amarillo here. But in terms of it, Turkey, Texas, you got yourself a warning here for 1.5-inch hail and a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust being a possibility out of it. So heads up to you guys out there, as that is obviously that's kind of a concern. Is the threat for like I said, literally ping pong ball size hail out of that storm. So got to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Whoa, hold on a minute, y'all. This one really upgraded. All right, so guys, east of San Angelo, look at this storm. Holy cow. That is crazy. All right, let's see. So this is for Coleman, Santa Ana. Look at that. They upgraded the hail to 2.75-inch and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That is baseball-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. Dude, that is gnarly. Like 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and baseball-size hail? Yeah, no, you guys are going to want to be in your shelter for this one. Anytime you have hail that size, well away from windows you're going to be, because you do not want to be near it. Anyways, but yeah, Coleman included. Obviously, you can see where the all that purple and pink is. That right there, my friends, that is where the obviously the biggest part is. That's where the largest hail is going to be. So obviously, yeah, if you're there towards Coleman, Santa Ana, obviously heads up to you guys out there. Seriously, that's a big amount of hail. That is definitely going to rock your day if that hits you. So obviously, remain indoors. All right, let's see here. We got a severe thunder. Wow, moving into Shreveport. New storm looks like it just now popped off. We're going to switch down to 14 frames. The last 14 radar scans here. Yep, that's a brand new cell. Getting ready to head into Shreveport here. So this is a new warning they issued for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. Should keep an eye on it. Let's see. Barbara says, hi, Andrew and everyone. Just gotten here. Well, glad to have you here, Barbara. Let's see here. Aiden says, I'm back. Welcome back. Proxy says, thank you so much for the update on my birth town, Andrew. Your kindness is so appreciated. You are very welcome. No problem. Yeah, like I said, if there's anything I can do for you guys, let me know, please. Let's see. They issued a new warning for that storm east of Tallahassee. Yeah, still 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter size hail, so kind of just normal thunderstorms. Once again, I will mention to you guys, in terms of what's going on out there for today, we do actually have that severe risk stretching its way into actually all the way down to Miami and the eastern Keys of Florida. So we literally have that risk out there. I'll tell you what, we're going to do a little update here. Okay. Wow. Yeah, so obviously you guys still have that threat. Now, I want to go ahead and take a quick moment to you guys to let you guys know, if you do not know this, we are looking at a possible hurricane here to happen. I'm gonna take a quick little moment just to talk about this really quickly. So here's the Hurricane Center. We got an area of interest out there. Obviously, this thing has an overall 70% chance of turning into a tropical system here, and it's definitely increasing. I think it's going to be more of a most likely type of scenario that this thing will turn at least into a tropical storm. I would not even be surprised if this thing gets over Cat 1. Now, I'm going to take a moment to show you guys something really quickly in terms of the tropics. This is what we call 92L. This is the name of the storm, 92L. I'm actually going to make this a full screen so you guys can see that a little bit better. But here's the hurricane model track. It has it going right over. It seems like it's been pushing down more. So obviously the previous models had it going like up to sea. Now, I mean, obviously a couple of models do support that, but it seems like we're starting to get maybe a little bit more support of it heading into like the Caribbean, which that in itself, yeah, that could definitely be a that could be a problem. But that's that. Let's see. In terms of the strength here, look at that. So most of the models, pretty much all the models, basically have it going in the tropical storm strength, and pretty much all the models have it at least going in the Cat 1. And it's continuing to ramp up in strength as it tracks further down in time. So, yeah, wow, dude, the models are really hitting pretty good here in the latest run. So, all right, yeah, we're going to keep y'all updated on that. Just wanted to go ahead and mention that for a quick moment. But, yeah, it's just another thing to watch out for, other than the crazy weather we've been dealing with here in terms of severe thunderstorms across the country. All right, let's do a little update here on this tornado warning. Once again, for the extreme western panhandle of Oklahoma for Boise City and Keys. Radar indicated threat 1.75-inch hail, which is equivalent to golf ball hail. So golf ball size hail and a possible tornado does seem to be a possibility out of this in particular storm there. So obviously, whenever it comes to it, first of all, you better be in your shelter, but there's 2 threats. Obviously, pretty much even 3 threats for some of the areas, because we also do have a severe thunderstorm warning underneath the western half of the warning that says there's a potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts too. So not only is there a shot for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, obviously the potential there for golf ball size hail, but there's also the threat for tornadoes. So literally all hazards are possible out of this storm here. But in terms of velocity there, yeah, rotation's definitely weakened. It's very broad at this moment. It's very large rotation, which if you don't know, large rotation, you want that rotation to really tighten up. You don't want it too large, because obviously it's not spinning as fast. But there is a little bit of broadness you can see between the greens and the reds. That's an area of rotation, but it's not really rotating all that fast. So honestly, I don't see as much of a concern out of that cell as there once was. But yeah, so that is essentially what the update looks like there. Look at this. We got another severe thunderstorm warning here east of Optima. This is for areas of Forgan. We have Beaver included. This is for 1-inch hail or quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility. So that is essentially what we are seeing out of that storm there. Let's see that. Yeah, so that's pretty much new. Let's see here. We're going to hop back towards San Angelo radar. Let's see. Towards Brownwood. Let's see. We got ourselves. All right. So we got ourselves that severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for baseball or 2.75-inch hail or baseball size hail. Look at that. Baseball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility out there. So like I said, I mean, seriously, if you guys are in, like I said, obviously, if you guys are in, the area here, like I said, Santa Ana, Coleman, Bangs, yeah, those areas basically in direct central Texas, in that severe thunderstorm warning, you do not want to be outside. I mean, seriously, if you're outside, during hail that large, that could very much injure you, if not kill you, if it hits you right. So in that case, you better be in your shelter. Oh shoot, they issued another tornado warning for that. Okay, y'all, look at that. They issued another tornado warning here, east of that current one we did have. Let's see here. Okay, so this is for, let's see, areas east of Optima. This includes Adams and Turpin, sorry, and Flores. Yeah, this is the warning this is that storm we just actually looked at too. Let's see here. Okay, there's a little bit of rotation probably there south of Adams from what it looks like, but radar is pretty far out there. Let's try Dodge City. This might be a little bit better here. Probably not, but it does show that little area there south of Adams. Radar indicated threat also for, wow, they also have this one for golf ball size hail too. 1.75 inch hail out of it. So we're talking large hail on top of the possible tornado here. So, like I said, if you're in Adams, heads up, get to your shelter now. Like I said, obviously it does seem like that's where the rotation's at, south of Adams, according to both radars there. So, heads up to you. Let's try this radar out here towards Cherokee. Yeah, kind of around Adams. Yeah, it's very, very, very difficult. Oh, we need an Oklahoma Panhandle radar here. Amarillo, I think that's probably our closest option we have here. But yeah, south of Adams, this is the area of interest. This is tracking, getting ready to go over. This is going to be going over Highway 83, by the way. So if you're traveling between Boyd and Little Ponderosa and Boyd, between Highway 83 and the Panhandle of Oklahoma, obviously you guys are going to be crossing into that tornado warning, in which you should avoid it. Should avoid that area at all cost. Anyways, okay, just shared the stream, told them to sub and be ready in case the storm moves up to the East Coast. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. Greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Very nice of you. All right, let's do a little update on these storms northeast of Kansas City here. Let's see. Now, these guys are for... Okay. Oh, wow. So that southern cell is for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts towards Kingston, Marble, I think? Yeah. But we do have a new warning, or not really a new one, but an updated warning out here towards Kidder and Altamont, Winson, including Highway 35 or Interstate 35 for golf ball hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts being a possibility. So, yep, heads up to you guys. Once again, so Kidler, Winston, Altamont, and let's see, where else does this include? Mabel. Did I say Marble? I meant Mabel. Oh, no, this was Maribel. I think that's what that is. Shoot. Well, I got some bad news, y'all. If you don't notice, the sun's starting to come up. If y'all don't know, this is the time, this is the what some call the lucky time of the day. Even though it's not really lucky, I have a window right here, and here in a moment, we're going to get my face getting blasted by this window. So, or not blasted by the window, but blasted by the sun going through the window. So, obviously, yeah, that's going to happen here in probably about 10 minutes, considering the sun's going down. So, lovely. Anyways, let's see. Prepper says, good afternoon, online family, and let's see, my music in the background currently. Run to the hills for your lives. Love old school Iron Maiden. Gotcha. Yeah, Prepper. I'm actually a fan of older rock. Not really Iron Maiden, but okay. Here's a quick little off-topic, discussion here. My favorite band of all time since I've been a kid and to this day is Van Halen. That has been like my favorite band. I think the reason I got it. I think the reason that I got into that band was actually because of Twister, Human Being. I literally think that is why. That's my theory. I believe that that's where that came from. And then I started listening to more Van Halen songs and loved most of their songs. It's such a good band. Anyways, let's see here. We all love off-topic stuff. Yeah, sometimes, unless there's a tornado warning, which there is actually happening in the Panhandle right now. Which we're going to continue to hop back over here real quickly. Oh, yeah. So right now, like I said, that warning there is southeast of Adams. We're going to hop y'all back over here to this view. Once again, this is in the Panhandle of Oklahoma. So in terms of what's going on out here, southeast of Adams, there's an area of rotation. Once again, this is tracking kind of east-northeast. Going to be crossing between Boyd and Turpin here across Highway 83. Flores should watch this. Beaver River State Wildlife Management Area should keep an eye out there for as well. Then west of it, we have ourselves another tornado warning here. Areas north of Boise City here towards Keyes or Keyes. I think it might be Keyes. Is it Keyes? Is that Keyes or Keys? I think it's Keyes, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, but yeah. So 2 tornado warnings in the Panhandle. Obviously, they actually both have the threat for hail too, up to, and they both actually do have ourselves, or they both have themselves the threat for golf ball size hail on them, 1.75 inch hail for both of them. So obviously that is, that is another concern on those tornado warnings, not just the tornado warning part, not just the tornado part. Let's see, nice Sammy Hagar, niece, I were there back in the late 80s. What? Really? Oh, Sammy Hagar's niece and I were friends back in the late 80s. That is really cool, Prepper. That is really neat. Holy cow. It's a small world, I tell you. Holy cow. That's really neat. That is really, really cool. Yeah, I've always loved the band. Let's see here. Look at sounding for Central Texas for 12 hours. Longest curvature I've ever seen. Significant tornado parameter maxed out, says Logan. Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I would. I'm not gonna say this is gonna for sure happen, you guys, but I'm gonna say it's a possibility. I would seriously not be surprised if they did for the 9 o'clock p.m. update for the convective outlook. I would not be surprised if they did upgrade a small area to a moderate risk. Now, I'm not saying they're gonna, like I said, I'm saying it would not be surprised if they did. Because considering some of the modes that we saw going through Oklahoma City there, it almost shows like a really large damaging wind maker. I think we could maybe get a 45 sig for Oklahoma City. But like I said, I'm going to leave it there for now. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, I told you so. I'm kidding. Now, if it does, then obviously, I would not be surprised, honestly. Let's see here. Nothing urgent must be happening in the Florida Gulf Coast Panhandle since you aren't saying anything. Well, yeah, we actually did talk about the Panhandle here. There's a little bit going on. Nothing too crazy happening in the Panhandle right now. We do got ourselves a severe warning, or a couple of them, east of Tallahassee for the most part, but these guys are only warned for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I mean, yes, it's something you should take action for, but it's honestly nothing really that crazy. But this includes like Perry, Madison, north of Tallahassee, Monticello, Greenville, and those regions out there. Kind of on the eastern panhandle, I should say. But anyways, that's that. Other than that, that's pretty much all that's going on. We have a few storms exiting the Gulf Coast now, but this guy, look at that one. This one, I guarantee you, has winds in excess of 50 knots. Let's see here. Wind gusts to 40 knots in large hail and water spouts too. So, yeah, I thought that would be over 50 knots. That's crazy. Let's see here. Anyways, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the watches really quickly, you guys. Once again, we do have a couple of watches, including some tornado watches and severe thunderstorm watches here. Let's see. Right. Oh shoot, we have a watch for Iowa. There you go. So western Iowa, for eastern, very far eastern Nebraska, including Omaha, actually, is in a severe thunderstorm warning, or sorry, severe thunderstorm watch until 11 p.m. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts and ping pong ball size hail seems to be the maximum out of the storms there. We also got that tornado watch, like I said, for portions of western Oklahoma and the central and northeastern panhandle of Texas too. Let's see here. Justin says, how is Oklahoma City looking for the next few hours? Actually, Oklahoma City is looking pretty good for the next while. It's not until like near midnight, from what the models are hinting towards, once the big stuff happens. But anyways, you know what? I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to the, back to the models really quickly to talk about what we're talking about. Honestly, to talk about what we're talking about. Nice. But to talk about the models here. So here's what the latest HRRR, I tell you what, actually, let's see, is that the latest? No, it's not. Here's the latest HRRR. So it does show kind of a big line of, or kind of a big bow segment here, kind of nasty embedded supercells, tornadic producing, damaging wind producing, and maybe even hail producing storms there. So obviously heads up to that, but really shows that nasty line rolling through around midnight for areas of Oklahoma. But you can see Oklahoma City right there where my cursor's at. It does show Oklahoma City relatively calm for at least until around maybe anywhere from 10 to 1 a.m., 10 o'clock p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. It's kind of when the timing of the storm seems to be most likely. So with that being said, though, like I said, that it does show to be a pretty gnarly line. But for the next few hours, Justin, it should be okay. But honestly, I'd still keep it on the radar in case, say worst case scenario, we do start to get some, isolated cells that the HRRR did not pop up start to occur, which, honestly would not be a total impossible thing here. But anyways, that's that. Honestly, I think the cap, if I'm not mistaken, is still pretty high out there. Let's see. Yeah, no, there is a cap across Oklahoma City, so that's actually going to prevent some thunderstorms from forming for at least the next couple of hours. So, yeah, you should be good for at least the next 3 hours or so. Let's see. Thank you. You're very welcome. Let's see here. All right. Tyler wants me to look here at 32408. All right. 32408. This is in Panama City. Okay, Panama. Yeah, y'all are in a slight risk. It's going to be possible for a few thunderstorms for the next several hours here. Obviously, we do have a lot of them rolling through. Some of them could be severe, so heads up to that. Main concern for you is, let's see here. Yeah, your main concern today is actually tornadoes, too. Tornadoes, 5% chance, damaging winds 15, and hail. I didn't even know they did this. Hold on a minute, y'all. Look at this. According to the SPC, they actually put a significant hail risk out there for the panhandle of Florida. Also, southern Alabama, southern Mississippi. I did not ever see them doing this today. Maybe it was there. Maybe I'm just blind, but I seriously did not see that there. But we have a really large 30 hatched area for damaging winds. So very large, widespread damaging winds likely. Some could say a possible derecho. We'll see. We shall see how that plays out. HRRR kind of shows maybe a possible derecho there, so we'll see. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, Jen. Glad to have ya. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. See, violent tornadoes possible in Florida. Not necessarily violent is expected, but there is a possibility for a couple of tornadoes, yes. All right, let's do a little update on these tornado warnings, y'all. We're going to hop back over here towards Amarillo. Let's see. Okay, so we have ourselves a tornado warning in effect here. South of Liberal, Kansas. This is in the state of Oklahoma, though. This is in the Panhandle. Like I said, obviously here for Turpin. Let's see, Flores. This is for still radar indicated, so there's no confirmation yet, but still remaining your shelter out there. Also for the possibility of golf ball size hail. West of that, north of Boise City towards Keyes, we have ourselves same thing basically. Possible tornado not confirmed yet, but still has a possibility there. It does have the possibility there for golf ball size hail. Being a possibility as well. So heads up to you guys. It even looks like a new storm is starting to pop off towards Borger here in the panhandle of Texas. Look at that. That's a relatively new cell. It's been popping off for a little bit now, but we shall see. Anyways, let's see here. Alex saying, hey, any rain for Southwest Ohio soon? Hopefully some storms, but I'd settle for rain. So actually the good news is, or in your case the bad news, there's not any thunderstorms really expected for you over the next little bit. I mean, yeah, honestly, you might have a chance on Monday for a couple of thunderstorms, but until then, it should remain mostly dry. Yeah, it should remain mostly relatively dry then. But anyways, well, thank you for joining. Hope you're doing good, man. Let's see here. Hi from Wichita, Kansas. Anything, says Tommy. So in terms of Wichita, Kansas, Obviously, you're in a slight risk, so you do have a good chance for severe weather today. But right now on the radar, it is clear. Clear on the radar. You're good to go for now. However, later on, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, we'll definitely watch this later on, as obviously, you know, more activity could kick off. I tell you what, let me see what timing it is for. Yeah, no, it shows late activity for those areas down towards Wichita. So kind of around the same time Oklahoma City's gonna get hit, maybe around like, you know, slightly before midnight, if not slightly after midnight. It's kind of around between the midnight hours, essentially. Is kind of when it shows you the worst activity. But there is also a possibility that a few individual cells could pop off over Wichita. It's possible before that main line rolls through, but that's that. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Phantom, let's take a look here at 36312. All right, let's see here. 36312 in Alabama. Gotcha. You're in a slight risk, like level 2 out of 5 on the spectrum. Obviously, right now, there is a bit of thunderstorm activity to your south, but relatively right now, it's clear. There's going to be a shot for a couple of severe thunderstorms later on, or continuing throughout this afternoon into the evening, so continue to watch that. Your main concern out there, let's see here, is the threat for, you know, actually there's a 2% chance for tornadoes for you. See, 15% chance for damaging winds, and a 15 significant threat for large hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So your main concern, obviously, is hail and damaging winds, followed by the possibility of a brief tornado within 25 miles, 2% chance. Anyways, let's see here. Thanks. I like the rain. We need it at least in my area. No, it's been very dry out here in Kentucky too. If you don't know, I'm actually in Kentucky as well. Which I do have the drought monitor. I'll pull this up real quickly. Yeah, a lot of us are actually in a drought. Here, let me go ahead and switch you guys over here to that view. This is actually updated pretty crazy. A lot of the Ohio Valley is in a drought. Areas in yellow is in the drought. Areas in areas in yellow is in the abnormally dry category. Areas in that tan color is in the moderate drought. So believe it or not, yeah, my county is actually in the moderate drought. So, so yeah, we're definitely getting a bit of dry conditions. So yeah, you can see Ohio there. Most of Ohio is in a drought right now, which it's obviously it is definitely pretty dry. See, I'm in a slight risk for flash flooding. When did they upgrade the flash flood risk? I have no clue on that actually, of when they update that. So sorry I couldn't be helped to you on that. Yeah, I really don't know what time they update those. I know the SPC updates around 9 o'clock. I don't know if it's the same time or not, but anyways. But that's what's going on, you guys. Let's see here. So we're going to go ahead and hop back over here to this view here. But, you know, right now, guys, if you have not already, I want to go ahead and say, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, share this with your friends and family, tell them to subscribe. Seriously, guys, like I said, this can be some life-saving information, and honestly, it really helps us out here. It's greatly appreciated. So thank you all for being here, and just thank you for hanging out with us today. Let's see here, west of Brownwood. This storm here west of Brownwood is pretty ferocious. Towards, let's see here, Santa Ana. This one's here for literally 2.75-inch hail, which that is equivalent to baseball hail, and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts on top of that. Could be a possibility. So that's pretty crazy. Let's see, any news on Ward, Arkansas? Okay, so Ward, Arkansas. If I even remember where Ward was. There, I'll go ahead and look it up real quickly, I guess. Let's see, Ward, Arkansas. All right, yeah, you got an enhanced risk, so yeah, heads up to you. Obviously, keep an eye out there. If you're in central Arkansas, I mean, literally anywhere in Arkansas right now is under some form of severe weather threat. So, yeah, keep an eye on it. Let's see. Alex says, yes, the drought's bad. We are in a moderate drought area here. That's why I'm doing a rain dance. Gotcha. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's been very dry across a lot of the Ohio Valley. Let's see. Okay, still quarter size, 1.25 inch. Let's see, 1.25, 1 inch. Let's see. Okay, wow, look at this one. So, guys, the storm south of Baton Rouge now, the storm that did impact Baton Rouge here. Wow. Let's see. So, now you guys are under a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust storm there. So, it was a shot towards Gonzales and Prairieville. Possibility of 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Do I think it'll be better to travel from Jackson, Tennessee to South Carolina today or tomorrow? If I were you, would definitely do it. You said from Jackson. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I would do it today. Because if you look in Jackson, has a thunderstorm threat, but no severe weather threat. Same thing does South Carolina, but here for tomorrow, Jackson is in the marginal, which is still a pretty low probability, but it is a threat for possible severe weather. So, yeah, no, I would still, for sure, I would for sure still be, I would rather do it tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I'd rather do it today. Sorry. Giving you a little bit of mixed opinions here. No, I would do it today, seriously, because tomorrow, that's when that risk is start. Let's see here. Any news on 74966? 74966. Let's see. Oklahoma. Okay, so yeah, you guys are in the enhanced across that area too. Like I said, I mean today's enhanced risk is really large. A really large enhanced risk. Now in terms of what's going on there for you, it's going to be late. Probably after midnight by the time you get these storms, but they could pack a punch in terms of really strong wind gusts, potentially over 80 miles per hour could be possible. In terms of hail, it's possible too. And honestly, let's see, what does that have? I cannot rule out a couple of tornadoes in eastern portions of eastern Oklahoma's, eastern Oklahoma essentially. So, anyways, let's see here. Sorry to say this, but your hail and wind threat is moderate. Is that on purpose? Yes. So I actually have my own little scale here. So basically I have it to where, I have a low, a slight, a moderate, and a high. I don't have, like, the SPC outlook. I don't go off the SPC for my tornado threat. I'm just going in general. This is non-related to the SPC outlook. Let's see here. Will the weather be clear for Fort Deposit, Alabama tonight? Well, I tell you what, anywhere in Alabama does actually have a risk for severe weather. So, regardless of what level you're in, yeah, I would keep an eye on it. Actually, except for northern. I was actually looking at the wrong day outlook. Sorry. Let me actually hop over here really briefly. I'll actually look at this up real quickly. So, all right, unless you're on the far northern stretch, basically everything Birmingham and south. Yeah, basically everything Birmingham and south essentially is, kind of in that risk there for today. Yeah, the more south you go, the more, the more crazier could get, essentially. Let's see here. Let's talk about the tropics. All right, yeah, I got you. So, actually, if you guys are just now joining us, we do have a system that is working its way to the west. This thing has a really good possibility of becoming a hurricane. Like I said, I really firmly believe that this will be the first hurricane of the season. In terms of the models, let's see. In terms of what the models have to say, I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys back over here to the full screen, actually. So here is what the latest info is on the models. So here we go. So this is the latest track. What I've noticed is that, yeah, the models have become pretty much more confident on a continually western trajectory. But like I said, models kind of have it split going between the Caribbean and between going out to sea. So that's kind of the main concern, or that's the main question right now, is what's it going to do? Now here's the strength. Here's the latest model here on terms of strength here. Literally has it going between pretty much all the models at least have it going in the tropical storm force, but more than half the models have it going at least in Cat 1. So yeah, no, it is definitely a little bit interesting. So, like I said, that's obviously the latest in the news here that we've got to be watching out here for. So, we'll definitely keep you guys posted on the tropics, as it's something. There's also a system out here in the East Pacific too. But some of the models have it hitting Mexico. Some of the models have it going out to sea. So that's another topic here. But yep, there's a storm in both the Atlantic and the Pacific. So we'll keep an eye on both of them. Anyways, all right, we're going to go and hop back over here. Let's see. Okay, so we still have one tornado warning in effect for the eastern panhandle of Oklahoma. I'm going to go ahead and switch you guys back over to this view. So this is what's going on out there in the eastern panhandle of Oklahoma. South of Liberal, this is for areas of Turpin, Flores here. This is for the possibility. Obviously, right now it's radar indicated, meaning that there's no actual detection of this thing being on the ground yet. But just because it's not detected yet does not mean you should not, just ignore the warning. It does not mean to do that. So regardless, it's not been detected yet, but do not let it go detected while you're not in your shelter. So obviously be in your shelter regardless if it's been detected or not. Also, big possibility on large hail too. Look at this. We are literally talking a big potential there for golf ball size hail as well out of that storm. So not only is there a possible tornado there, but there is also a large hail threat towards Flores there. Right now, the large hail is likely heading out there towards Turpin, if not Little Ponderosa. That's kind of right there where the large hail is likely at there. So obviously, heads up to that. Anyways, but that's what's going on there. Let's go and hop back over here towards Abilene. Oh, wow, look at that. Abilene actually has a severe thunderstorm warning for, let's see here. So, yeah, Abilene actually does have a, a threat here for, like I said, for ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So heads up to that. Here's Santa Ana. That one's still really cranking up to baseball size hail. Let's see, you said Eastern Panhandle. Yeah, I'm saying Eastern Panhandle because that's right where the tornado warning's at in the Eastern Panhandle of Oklahoma. But in terms of what's going on, like I said, obviously, yeah, baseball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility. Like, holy cow, that's definitely, like I said, that is definitely pretty daggone crazy. So we're going to need to be looking out for that. A lot of lightning activity as well as a result from this. So definitely going to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. How is the weather for Oklahoma City? So, Champ, obviously, you guys in Oklahoma City have got to be watching the weather here later on today. Oklahoma City is seriously in a kind of a hot spot for today. Now, it's going to be later by the time you guys get your storm. It's probably going to be like around midnight by the time you guys get your storms. And like I said, they could be quite nasty. So, definitely got to be on the lookout for it. Anyways, that's that. So, heads up there, and obviously in Oklahoma City, you guys seriously have got to be keeping an eye out there for this. But that's what's going on out there. Let's see here. Quarter size hail on that one. Quarter size, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Yeah, so a lot of these here are mostly quarter size, kind of just normal thunderstorm warnings. But here west of Shreveport, yeah, we got a storm west of Shreveport, Louisiana here. 1.5-inch hail on it. So 1.5-inch hail and, like I said, obviously the potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is possible. So 1.5-inch hail, that's equivalent to ping pong ball size. Let's see. Prepper says, as I got here late and really have no idea what today's threat, could you give a quick update on what you expect to happen, where later today? Of course. So I don't know if you've heard about the outlook in terms of things, but I will go ahead and briefly talk about that. So anyway, so for today, I'm going to go ahead and remove the severe watches really quickly. We're going to switch you guys back over here. So this is today's outlook. So we have the maximum threat for today is a level 3 or an enhanced risk. So obviously today's biggest threats across central and northern Texas, including northeastern Texas, northern Louisiana, a lot of central, southern, and western Arkansas, pretty much the entire state of Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and southeastern Colorado. That's the largest severe weather risk for today. 5% chance for tornadoes does exist across portions here of northern Oklahoma, southern portions here of Kansas. Also, another 5% chance for tornadoes exists across the western panhandle of Florida and portions here of Mobile, Alabama. Now, the probability for large hail does exist across all of these areas, 30% chance. The greatest chance for hail is across, central, north central Texas, central Oklahoma, moving into the western side here. And in terms of damaging winds, that really extends all the way down from the eastern Keys all the way up to basically southeastern Colorado. Now, in terms of what the models were talking about out of this in particular storm, it did show a lot of the big activity really happening later on, kind of around midnight or so towards Oklahoma City, or anyways. In terms of a possible derecho, honestly, considering what the models are looking like And what they are showing, it would definitely not surprise me, you know, because widespread damaging winds is regardless expected. I mean, look at that big old bow of a possibility there for that storm. I mean, really goes through Oklahoma right around, you know, slightly, if not before midnight. And obviously really cranking up into something pretty gnarly. So overall, yeah, like I said, it's definitely, you know, looking pretty daggone gnarly out there. But anyways, that is essentially what we are seeing. That's kind of what's going on with the big threat today. Obviously, you know, once again, big areas in Oklahoma, Lawton, Tulsa, as well as obviously Oklahoma City. You guys have got to be watching this. Let's see. Jenny with a $10 super chat. Jenny, thank you so much for the support. That's super sweet. Very awesome. Jenny, much love. Thank you so much for helping out the channel. As always, you rock, Jenny. We love you. Thank you so much. That's super sweet of you. Thank you so much for that. Big shout out goes to you, Jenny. Thank you for helping out the channel. Means a lot. But anyways, I hope that helped out you, Prepper. I hope that helped out with what's going on. Let's see here. Okay, thank you. Very quick and informative. Let's see here. Let's see. And is that and that's a darn big area for possible storms. It sure is. It really is a very large area for possible severe weather out there. So, yeah, no, we have a lot of areas to cover today. That's the thing. It's not just one area. We have a lot of areas to cover today. You know, once again, like I said, we literally have a very large, once again, probably one of the largest enhanced risks I've ever seen is here for today. You know, one of the largest. I'm not saying it's probably the largest. I'm saying it's one of the top, at least the top 5 in terms of the sizes for enhanced risks. We have one for central and northern Texas. Obviously, this goes straight, pretty much this almost entirely covers the entirety of Oklahoma. I mean, it almost completely covers it, which I find is crazy, which I find is really crazy. I mean, that in itself is nuts. That in itself is actually really crazy. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on out there. That is what we are seeing here. Holy cow, Barbara, with a $50. No, what? Barbara, thank you so much. With a whopping $50 donation. Holy cow. Barbara, thank you so much. We love you. Thank you. Absolutely. That is super sweet of you. Very generous. Barbara, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for that. That is amazing. We love you, Barbara. Everybody, please give Barbara a big thank you for that. Like, that is very beyond thoughtful. Barbara, we love you. Thank you once again. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that. Like, you absolutely rock, my friend. Thank you so much for that, Barbara. I'm honestly in shock. That's crazy. Barbara, thank you absolutely so much. You're probably going to hear me say this for like the next 5 minutes. Usually how it goes, but thank you so much. Let's see. Also, MP with a $5 super chat saying thank you for the Tropics update. You're very welcome. MP, Barbara, Jenny, obviously you guys, thank you so much for that. You guys absolutely rock. We love you all. Thank you so much. Holy cow. You guys are y'all are super sweet. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't realize how much that means to me and how much that helps out this channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for that. MP, Barbara, you guys rock. Jenny, you as well. Proxy, obviously. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Super thankful. Anyways, all right, but thank you once again. Seriously, that seriously really has made my day. Honestly, that really has made my day. Thank you so much. Anyways, but we have Brownwood here across portions of central Texas. Obviously, we do have kind of a little bit of a hook that's looking like it's trying to form here. Let's see, 1.75-inch hail, which that is equivalent to obviously golf ball size hail here. So golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility out of this in particular storm here. So we're going to need to watch out for this. Like I said, a lot of lightning activity. A lot of the core is right here east of Shields. Once again, directly this is in central Texas, essentially. But due to the increased amount of friction between those hailstones colliding with each other, obviously that is generating a lot of static electricity, which in that case, in order for the storm to neutralize itself, it has to ground itself by zapping the ground in terms of a lightning strike. So basically, Yeah, there is a lot of lightning activity with that as well. But anyways, but in terms of what we are looking at, like I said, obviously 1.75-inch hail. Like I said, golf ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a possibility. So, like I said, it's definitely pretty crazy. Also, west of this one, we have another cell towards Paint Rock, also for possibly golf ball size hail. Being a possibility out there. So we're going to have to, sorry, not golf ball, ping pong ball size is a possibility there. So that is essentially what we are looking at. Let's see here. Also towards San Angelo, 1.25-inch and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts too. Another storm, not as crazy in terms of hail, but it is still large hail, in which I would obviously remain indoors, away from windows, just in case. Obviously, you don't want any shattering windows while you're next to one. Not good. Let's see here. Barbara says, yes, we are family. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm very thankful for this amazing community. Honestly, regardless of what people say, we have the best community on YouTube. I know a lot of people say that, but honestly, I truly mean it. I mean, because you guys are super sweet and super generous, and I honestly just cannot ever thank you all enough just for hanging out with us, for obviously this huge support and donations. Like I said, I'm honestly speechless because of it, and it's beyond appreciated. So honestly, guys, thank you all so much. We love you all so much for everything. Thank you. All right, let's see here. So we do have a tornado warning in effect here. Let's see here. Obviously, for areas here south of Turpin. Let's see here towards Flores here. There's a bit of rotation on this storm here. Let's see. There's also the possibility still for golf ball size hail on this in particular cell. So golf ball size hail, as well as obviously a tornado, does seem to be a concern here. And so we're going to need to keep on watching that. So once again, this is for the eastern panhandle of Oklahoma. This includes Beaver and Forgan, or Forgan, however you want to say that. Obviously, we're going to keep an eye out there for it. Let's see here. Jack was found says, what is Batesville, Arkansas weather for tonight? All right, let's see. So obviously, like I said, Arkansas does have a pretty big risk here. Let's see here. Batesville, Arkansas, for you guys. Okay, yeah, you're in a slight risk at level 2, so obviously you got to be on the lookout for it. Yeah, so it honestly, according to the models, it really does not show a lot of activity happening out there until like really late, or really early tomorrow morning, essentially. So your day is really more like tomorrow morning with the storms, but in terms of what's happening over the next several hours, it's going to be pretty much clear. But like I said, once we move into tomorrow morning, like early tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to likely see that. Let's see here. I'm back. Had to make my day one outlook. All right, well, glad to have you here, TRG. Let's see. Tornado warning for northwestern Beaver County in the panhandle of Oklahoma until 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Yep, that is that new warning that we were watching here. As of now, it's still radar indicated. As of right now, it is radar indicated. However, radar indicated, confirmed or not, still, you better be in your shelter if there's a warning issued for you. So once again, Beaver, we have Turpin, Flores. Obviously, heads up to you guys. Seriously, because like I said, this is definitely getting a little bit gnarly out there. Definitely some pretty solid rotation on that cell out there. So just sucks that we don't have a closer radar. I wish we did, but we don't, unfortunately. But anyways, but yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's see here. All right, let's see. We're going to go and hop down to Shreveport. What's going on out here in Shreveport here? All right, so Shreveport, we got ourselves. Yeah, we still have that severe thunderstorm warning for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. See, that's that. Reflectivity. Wow, look at that perfectly, almost perfect circle of a alpha boundary that started to spawn from this cell. That is crazy. So you see that big circle? So basically what's happening in this instance is, obviously if you don't know, you have updrafts and downdrafts in thunderstorms. So updraft is a bunch of warm air that goes up into the cold environment. A downdraft is that cold air that once it cools down, it starts to sink, because hot air rises, cold air sinks. The cold air that starts sinking smacks the ground perfectly vertically, so it kind of splits off, it splits off this air in all directions, and you can actually see how it's making that perfect circle, because that downdraft is smacking the surface pretty much vertically, which is allowing for, the winds to increase in all directions there. Which that actually could suffocate the storm a bit, in which it actually looks like it is doing a bit. that its own downdraft is kind of killing out the back end of that cell there, which is really interesting. Anyways, but that is that. That is essentially what we are seeing here. Let's see here. Big tornado, a form and tornado warning. Use KDDC radar. All right, we're gonna hop back over to this program then. They said KDDC, which okay, that's this guy. Okay, yep, I think that's actually closer. You're right. Let's try this guy. Big tornado about to form. You say? Yeah, no, I mean there's definitely a bit of rotation south of Flores right now. Wow. See, I mean there's a slight drop, but honestly, I think that is mostly hail. Because, you know, this is scanning up about 6,500 feet up in the air. So, yeah, this is a radar beam's about 6,500 feet up there. In terms of velocity here, let's see, this is obviously showing rotation. Yes, southwest of Flores. See, chasers have huge lowering. Wow, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is going to need to be watched here. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect with it, too, for quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds out. Let's see. Hail, quarter size reported by storm chasers towards Adams. So there is a bit of hail that's actually reported out of this cell too. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's going to need to be watched. Also, out of that line, you guys, there's actually a bit of damaging winds reported south of Springfield, Colorado, and some reported north of Wheelus and western Panhandle of Oklahoma. Golly. Yeah, no, these storms are something else, I tell you. All right, so that's what's going on there. We're going to go ahead and hop y'all back over to this view. Let's see. All right, you know what? We're going to hop up to I want to hop up to Iowa. Let's go to KDMX here. We're going to turn on the radar. Actually going to turn off the satellite view for now, and we're going to turn on level 2 radar here. There you go. Yeah, there's the storms kicking off right now. Severe thunderstorm warnings, we're going to turn those on, and tornado warnings, turn those on as well. There we go. Okay. So, in terms of what's going on, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect towards Lamar's in Remsen. This is for an effect until 7:30 Eastern time. For the possibility of quarter-size hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out of that. Yeah, I mean, obviously we got a bunch of kind of, you know, scattered thunderstorm activity kicking off. Yeah, a bunch of scattered thunderstorm activity kicking off across, you know, kind of western and west central Iowa right now. But I will mention that areas obviously in, you know, obviously areas here in Iowa is under the under a slight risk here, so heads up to that. What's going on here? Let's see. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter-size hail, 1.5-inch hail, 1.75-inch hail. Yeah, no, we got some pretty. Yeah, we got some pretty gnarly storms kicking off out here towards Liberal. You can actually see that big line that's initially moving eastbound. Now, this is actually the line that eventually will be impacting Oklahoma City at some point. So, obviously, Oklahoma City later tonight, Oklahoma City will be getting impacted by this line. Let's see. We're going to hop over to velocity there. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of, definitely a bit of rotation here kicking off out of this cell. Also, there's a threat for 1.75. Oh, whoa, hold on a minute. That just updated. 2.75-inch hail. That is literally baseball hail and a tornado likely out of this storm. Let's see. Reed Timmer currently on Turpin, Oklahoma, monitoring the Turpin supercell. Yep, that's the storm that we're looking at right now, I believe. Yep, that's it. Turpin and towards Flores. Yeah, this program does not show it as much, but there's definitely a nasty mess going on inside of that storm there. Like that's crazy. So yeah, Reed's over here somewhere probably towards Turpin. Thanks for the update there, Proxy. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, let's see. CC. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's really hard to detect anything on correlation coefficient since the radar is, let's see, about 6,700 feet up in the air. for where that possible tornado is at. Actually, almost 7,000 actually. So in terms of that, obviously, it's a little hard to detect because also there's a bunch of hail in that storm too. Once again, we're talking maybe up to baseball hail in this storm here, according to the latest warning they put out there in that tornado warning, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, look at that tornado and baseball size hail out of that tornado warning. Like, yeah, like that's ridiculous. That is crazy. So not only are you going to possibly see baseballs falling from the sky, but you're also going to be seeing a possible tornado out of this. It's definitely trying to do something here, but right now it's still radar indicated. Once again, source weather spotters reported a rotating wall cloud. There you go. So it's more than just radar indicated. So now there's obviously reports of that, which I remember. I remember actually, I think it was TRG that said that. Somebody. Pretty sure it was TRG not long ago. Yep, it was TRG saying that they have reported huge lowering. So yeah, there's definitely a wall cloud being reported out of that storm there. Let's see. So obviously, yeah, and baseball hail is a good possibility. I mean, there's actually reports of hail on that storm, but honestly, nothing has been reported so far up to baseball size. Yeah, nothing's been reported up to baseball size hail yet, but we'll see how that plays out. Because there's regardless definitely a there is definitely a a big core on that storm there, big hail core. Let's see. Reed has 2 areas of possible rotation on stream. Gotcha. Yeah, no, that would actually make sense because it's very, very interesting. Very interesting how this is playing out here. So we'll definitely need to watch really closely on that in particular cell there. All right, let's see. We're gonna move down a little bit more. Prepper says BRB got you loud again at the apartment. Got to make spaghetti dinner and garlic. Oh, that sounds good. You mind sharing any, Prepper? Sounds pretty good. You got to help a fellow weather streamer out, Just kidding. Enjoy your meal, though. Sounds really good. All right, let's see here. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, quarter size hail. All right. Gotcha. All right, so that is that. Don't see any rotation on that cell, so there's no immediate danger for tornadoes. That's good. So just kind of a normal. This is a normal severe thunderstorm warning out there, but wow, dude, a lot of activities kicked up quite a bit in central Texas. Wow. Yeah, Central Texas has really kicked up quite a bit. Like, holy cow. Let's see. Brownwood. Okay. Goodness. Oh, wow. Look at that storm. That one actually might have a possible hook on it. See a lot. Whoa! Hold on a minute. Y'all, this might be some rotation here that's starting to kick off with this storm here in Central Texas. Northwestern Central Texas. Somewhere around in there. But just shy south of the panhandle of Texas. But that is an area of really big interest because there is definitely a hook that's trying to form there. We got a little bit of an inflow notch, a lot of warm air ripping its way into the storm right now. Yeah, you know what? That's crazy. Let's see, it might be cold and a little rotten by the time let's see. Yeah, probably so. It probably wouldn't be too good by the time it gets here. I appreciate the thought though. Very sweet. See, Reed has the rear flank downdraft wrapping in a potential multi-vortex tornado trying to form. What? Is that in that Oklahoma storm? Yeah, that's one of the storms we got to watch real close because. But I'm starting to grow some concern for this one. I'm starting to really grow concern for Peacock. For the Peacock storm, I should say, because the hook is relatively well south of Peacock. Let's see. Yep. So 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and a quarter-size hail. Right now, it's warned for a generally normal, warning. Let's try KLBB. This is another radar that's somewhat close to the storm here, kind of. Wow, yep, even that other storm shows that hook. Whoa! Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, there's definitely some rotation on that cell. I would not be surprised if this thing is getting ready to go tornado warn. That thing needs a tornado warning, actually. Let's see. Try Enrot, see. Yep. Yeah, no, honestly, if it was in best interest, there definitely should be a tornado warning for these areas here. The good news from what it looks like, actually I cannot confirm, but that might be mostly rural areas. Let me double check, actually. Yeah, not really. It's not really that too rural. I mean, it's countryside area, it looks like, but it doesn't look to be like a city or anything. Anyways, but this will impact Red Bluff Crossing. Heads up to you guys. Let's see. Is there any buildings in these regions? Don't see any. Let's see here. Yeah, honestly, like I said, I mean, it kind of does look mostly rural, but that is 100% a hook that's trying to form on that in particular cell there. Let's see here. Yep, so golf ball hail and a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust being a possibility on that cell. Also, Abilene getting hit, too. Abilene, Texas. Possibility there for 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. So, let's see here. Towards Brownwood, 1.75-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, tornado possible. Yep, heads up. That right there is a meatball of a cell. Look at that meatball. It has a little bit of a tail, too. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, look at that thing. That's what I call a meatball of a storm. Looks like the western side of the meatball has a bit of a core, too. Maybe some... Yeah, that's likely where you're seeing that large hail up the meatball size. Meatball size hail. How big would meatball size hail be? Like ping pong ball size, basically? I guess. It depends on how big the meatball is, of course. Anyways, but on the western side here, yep, that is that. So getting nearly golf ball size hail out of that. Once again, I'm a little bit mostly concerned about this guy, this one cell. They don't even have a tornado possible tag on it, and it looks like it's pretty obviously rotating. So, yeah, we're gonna need to watch that, like, real close. Let's do a little update on the tornado warning that's actually in effect. Yeah, we're starting to get a lot of warnings out there towards the panhandle, eastern panhandle of Oklahoma. Let's see, Dodge City radar. I think that's the closest one we got. Pretty sure that's the closest one. That's what the best one appears to be. Let's see, velocity. Whoa, holy cow! Yep, that's 100% rotating pretty finely. South of Flores here, and like I said, baseball hail on that one too. Let's see, it has 2 potential funnels on the Turpin storm. Says Logan. Wow. Abilene, Texas is a 3-hour drive northward from my dad's in Odessa, Texas. Be safe, y'all up there, says Barbara. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, isn't Odessa in the warning too? Let's see, where was Odessa? I remember, I do Odessa all the time. Let's see, Odessa, Texas. Where was? Okay, no, Odessa's actually in the general thunderstorm risk. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Odessa should be good. My friend lives in McKinney, Texas. Hope will be okay for her area. Let's see here. McKinney, I can look that up for you. McKinney, Texas. McKinney, Texas. Here we go. So okay, so you said, who was that, your friend? Well, your friend's in the enhanced risk, which is the highest risk for today for severe weather. So obviously, yeah, this is kind of north of Dallas. According to the models, honestly, there's a bit of not really too much understanding going on what's going to happen towards Dallas. According to one of the main models we call the HRRR, shows a bunch of storms kicking off there towards obviously Dallas, but then in terms of basically in terms of the other models, some shows storms going right over. So I have mixed opinions on what's going to happen about Dallas tonight. I think mostly the northern enhanced, right there towards like Oklahoma City. I think you guys are going to be in a serious problem later on. Mostly damaging, wind producing. Like I said, I would not even be surprised if this turns into a derecho out there towards central Oklahoma. Multiple models are supporting it actually. Like the HRRR showing that in the latest few runs. Plus, considering that large damaging wind threat we have today, I mean, seriously, very long-lived damaging wind-producing storm is likely, which, yeah, basically is a derecho. Let's see here. Back on tornado warning here. Holy cow. Yeah, no, this thing's kicking off here pretty good still. We still got a lot of rotation there. Let's see, heading there toward, this rotation's actually, let's see, I believe it's heading directly towards Beaver, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it looks like it might pass south of Beaver. Might just pass south. The area of rotation might just pass south of Beaver. However, Beaver, Oklahoma should still remain in, intact. My gosh. I said Beaver, Texas should still remain in Oklahoma. No, Beaver, Texas should still remain in their shelter until the warning's over. I can't believe I said that. It's Beaver, Oklahoma, by the way. Did I say Beaver, Texas? Now I'm second guessing myself. All right, well, Beaver, Oklahoma, that's where it's at. Remain in your shelter. Panhandle. Anyways, storm came past me fast. Yeah, the storms are moving relatively quickly today. Y'all, that storm went confirmed. Uh-oh. Okay, y'all, it went confirmed. Let's see here. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. There you go. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, that's a confirmed tornado in the eastern panhandle of Oklahoma. So that is, yeah, damaging tornado and baseball-size hail. So you got both a tornado that's confirmed and baseball hail. Wow. I wonder if that was Reed. Proxy, if you're still in here, I know you're watching Reed's stream as well. If you're in here, Proxy, do you see any tornado on Reed's stream? Obviously, I can't share Reed's stream because that's copyright, and I know he would not like that. But still, are they seeing it out there? I wonder if it's Reed that reported it. I wonder if it is. See, Barbara says, "Hello, Andrew, Beaver, Texas." No, I didn't mean to say Beaver, Texas. I mean, Beaver, Oklahoma. Oh, wow, look at that. We actually got reports of 2-inch hail out of that storm there, too. Sorry, 2-inch hail, which is basically egg-size hail. It's been reported out in that storm, actually. So, we got reports out there of some pretty large hail from the storm as well. So, all right, let's check on that supercell. This guy, what you doing now? Let's see. Golf ball hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust. It did get upgraded. Still looks like it has a slight hook to it. Let's see, velocity. I still think that thing might be rotating. I think we might have I think we need a tornado warning out here, honestly, but we'll see. Proxy says I'm taking stream now. Okay, cool. Let's see it. 616. Confirmed tornado is located. Yeah, we just read that there, Champ. Thanks for letting me know, though. I could have some. Okay. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. But once again, Beaver, Texas, this is a confirmed tornado, y'all. We're going to switch back to Dodge City, Kansas radar, which is the closest to this storm. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So once again, right here southwest of Beaver, that is essentially what we are looking at out there. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, no, we gotta watch out for that storm here pretty closely. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of hail in that storm, too. Potentially up to baseball hail in that storm. So, obviously, it's going to be a little bit hard to detect anything on correlation coefficient. Not to mention, the radar beam is pretty far away. Lots of rain, tornado, no tornado spotted, might be rain wrapped. Very well could be. Possibly. Look at that, they just issued a new tornado warning for... all right, they included for Clear Lake and Knowles now. New tornado warning there. Let's see. Damaging tornado baseball-sized hail. So they kept the baseball hail at 619, which was literally 1 minute ago. A confirmed tornado was located 6 miles west of Beaver, moving east at 25 miles per hour. So, wait, did I say it again? Beaver, Oklahoma, not Texas. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Bro, I keep on doing that. I literally... Okay. Beaver, Oklahoma. Okay, not Texas. Beaver, Oklahoma. Can't believe I keep on doing that. Anyways, but yeah, no, Beaver, Oklahoma has a tornado warning. Also for Clear Lake, Oklahoma, and Knowles, Oklahoma. Man. Sometimes I question my sanity, I swear. Dude, I don't know. Maybe I need water. My goodness. What's up, Judy? Hope you're doing good. All right, let's see. All right, west of Canadian here. Let's see. We have 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Yeah, just boring old severe thunderstorm warning. I will tell you what, though. There has been a lot of severe thunderstorms being or starting to pop off here in central Texas. I'm actually curious to see what's going on in the satellite view out there. Let's see. Sandwich. We're going to pull that up there. Wow. Yeah, no, it's seriously getting pretty gnarly. Let's go ahead and switch y'all over here. So that's the satellite view. Yeah, that's the satellite view out there on that on Central Texas right there. So we got a lot of them. We actually have one popping off. Ooh, apparently San Angelo. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and possibly 1.25-inch hail. See, describing baseball-size hail right now, says Reed. Oh. Well, yeah, it's warned for baseball hail. Are they seeing hail out there, Proxy? Do you know? I mean, because baseball-size hail would shatter your windshields. No problem. You know, especially if you're driving, at least, like if you're driving too, plus with that extra force. Wow, you know what? There is. Proxy, there is actually reported 2-inch hail out there now. Or sorry, 2.5. 2.75 in Beaver, Oklahoma. Actually west of Beaver, but man, yep, 2.75. Also 2-inch hail reported out there as well, too. Man, let's see here. Yeah, west of Beaver here. Let's see, that's that. We have Clear Lake, Knowles. Let's see here. All right, so that's that. So obviously, I mean, there's a bit of something on correlation coefficient. I believe that's more of a hail spike than anything. But yes, hail is hitting Dom 3 now. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so there's definitely a lot of hail being detected on that storm there. I'm gonna try to move this mic a little bit. I have some friends in San Angelo. Yeah, tell them to be safe, because I think San Angelo does actually have a risk today. Yeah, San Angelo is right in the enhanced risk, actually. So heads up to your friends in San Angelo. Let's see here. But yeah, no, obviously, yeah, stay safe out there. It's definitely a little interesting. Oh! Oh! What did I tell you? Why did... Bro, I literally have been saying for like the last 30 minutes, this thing needs a tornado warning. And they finally issued a tornado warning, but it's confirmed. They let it go confirmed before there's even a tornado warning. Holy cow. Okay, well, there you go. There it is. What did I tell everybody? I'm glad I let you guys know at least that there was a tornado that was getting ready to happen here. There's a very obvious hook echo on that. I mean, look, there you go. Rotation, very strong. Correlation coefficient there. Yep, so. Oh, man. So there's also a lot of hail in that likely, too. Let's see. Baseball hail, too, for this one. Both of them. So both for Beaver, Oklahoma, and for Central Texas right here, basically towards, let's see here. South of Aspermont. South of Aspermont. That's what we're looking at there. Oh, man. Let's see here. Confirmed tornado is located 11 miles southwest of Aspermont, moving south of 25. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that marks 2 confirmed tornadoes right now that we have in effect here. Let's see. Once again, we have Beaver. We have Clear Lake, Knowles. Wow. See, not good not to get the warning out. Glad you mentioned it, Andrew, too. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, like I said, I really had a feeling that was going to do something. I'm surprised they did not issue that warning when they really should have. 20 miles to go on the spaghetti. I'm not crying. It's the youngins. Oh, man. All right, let's see. But, yeah, no, there's actually, once again, there's been reports of baseball hail on that cell there, too. Let's see. Hold on. Lowering seen baseball hail being held in team member's hand. Team is going east, or due east to intercept. Gotcha. Thank you, Proxy, for the updates. Let's see here. Tornado on the ground. Beaver County, Oklahoma, currently being a cone. Oh, it's currently a cone. It's growing, but it's heavily wrapped in rain, says Logan. Gotcha. Thanks for the update, too. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, this is south of Aspermont. Definitely some strong rotation mixing in with that. But if you look at it, yes, there is likely a lot of precipitation under that as well. Possibly even baseball hail on this storm as well, too. Baseball hail and obviously a confirmed tornado on that cell. So heads up. Heads up Central Texas, kind of northwestern Texas, honestly, towards Aspermont, Texas. Let's see, where else does this include? Oh, shoot, another tornado warning? For Brown, Coleman, and McAuliffe County. Oh, man, dude, everything just popped up tornadic in a matter of like a minute. Okay, we got a bit of rotation out there towards Mercury. Let's see, Milburn in the warning, Elm Grove in the warning, Skeeterville in the warning, Locker in the warning, Military Crossing in the warning. Also, there's a shot for golf ball hail on that cell there too. So heads up to that. Let's see, 1.5 inch hail. Yeah, nope. Okay, heads up, y'all. Next 47 minutes before that gets there. Holy cow. Let's see here. Attempting the lowering is trying to recycle. Gotcha. Yep. That's for the for this cell up here in Oklahoma. Beaver. Beaver, Oklahoma. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely a lot of turbulence in that cell there. It might just pass southwest of Beaver. It looks like a good possibility. I mean, Beaver is a pretty populated town, as you can kind of see. There's a lot of buildings out there, probably well over 1,000+ people. And that area of strong rotation where that tornado was reported is pretty much southwest of Beaver. 3.79 inch hail south of... What? They reported that? Are you serious? Please tell me you're joking. Oh my gosh, they issued another tornado warning, including Hamlin and Tuxedo. Okay, I don't got any reports on that large hail that you're talking about, 3.79 inch yet, but we'll wait and see if they do end up putting that up there. Unless that's what the warning states. That says golf ball hail. This says baseball hail. Yeah, so it was. Regardless, it is a confirmed tornado too out of that cell there. All right. Well, now we got 5 tornado warnings. 3 different cells. Let's see. We have Winchell, Mercury included with this one warning here. Let's see. That is tornado and golf ball hail. So. See, heavy rain right now in addition. Gotcha. Barbara says wild big hailers. Yeah, no, seriously. If that's true what Logan said about 3.79 inches being reported in terms of hail, that would be a very large hail. Like that's almost like softball size. Almost softball size hail. Like that, yeah. In that case, that is some pretty crazy stuff. Let's see here. Gonna kick over to KDDC radar, Dodge City. Wow. Yeah, so Reed's on the storm here towards Beaver. Probably in somewhere in here. This is probably where Reed, Temer, or is at right now. See, statement. This year is very different. I don't remember many storms after after day with huge hail confirmed by pictures over the past few years. Honestly, Prepper, yeah, same thing. Because, there's actually, it's been, usually this time of the year is when things die down. Usually June is whenever the storms start to die down a bit. But no, last month was quiet. They swapped. So usually May is really active and June is not as active. But May was not as active and June is a lot more active this season. So it's weird. It's really weird. It probably has something to do partially with El Nino. Because, obviously El Nino affects weather patterns globally. Okay, we got another report of quarter-size hail out of that one cell. We're going to hop back over to... Oh, didn't mean to undo that. Okay, yep. Let's see, we're going to hop back over here. Hail size estimate, 3.18. You know what? Who was it that said that, hail? It was... Logan. Right? All right, Logan. So are you talking about radar estimate? Because radar can estimate hail, but also know this is scanning about 5,000 feet up in the air, and hail can melt by the time it falls. So whatever radar says is not always the case of what, of what is happening. Make sure you state whether it's a radar indicated or if it's actually observed. Because if it's actually observed, then that means it happened. If it's radar indicated, that means it's possibility. That, a large hail could still occur, but... let's see here. Tornado warning. Yep, we have 4 tornado warnings right now. We have 3 different cells on them, though. Let's see, what is this for? Still got baseball-sized hail for that warning as well, for tornado warning Europe. All right, let's see. Wind chill, we have Mercury. You guys, let's see, tornado warning in effect here for, obviously tornado warning for golf ball-sized hail and a tornado possible. Okay, let's look at the velocity on that storm. Honestly, rotation's very weak. Yeah, no, yeah, I honestly don't see anything crazy out of that cell right now. It's pretty weak rotation, if anything. That, though, this storm is pretty tight rotation. Would not be surprised if that tornado is still on the ground here. That's basically, let's see here, where was that at? South of Aspermont. I believe it was. Let's see, we're going to hop to this radar towards Abilene. Yeah, no, that right there is pretty tight rotation. Don't get me wrong. That is definitely some pretty tight rotation out there. Let's see here. Tornado still observed, yep. And also baseball hail on it, too. Public confirmed tornado. Wow. Yeah, definitely would not be surprised if that was still on the ground or not. That's some very tight rotation out of that cell. That is definitely some tight stuff. So, we'll definitely keep an eye on it. Oh, let's see. It had image was 5-inch hailstone from the other day. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Looking out for a friend. Take a break, Andrew's prepper. I would love to, but I'm at least going to be live here for a little bit longer. My absolute cutoff time tonight to be live streaming is 9 o'clock. Like, I got to be off by 9. Because I got some things I got to do, and I have plans. But, considering it's almost 8 o'clock, we've already almost been live for 3 hours here, so we've been live for a while. But I'm going to stay live a little bit longer today. I'll probably cut off at 8, honestly. I might head off here in, 25 minutes. I think that might be my cutoff time. Because like I said, this weather's going to be happening for hours and hours and hours, well into the overnight hours. Who knows? I might pop back on later tonight, maybe like midnight, maybe slightly after. Maybe. We'll see. I could. Yeah, in order to cover some of those, cover the Oklahoma activity. Yeah, I also haven't eaten in or anything like that. So, yeah, we're going to head off here, y'all, 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Let's see here. All right, 1.75-inch hail and see, obviously tornadoes there. So this is still radar indicated. I mean, the radar has just picked up some rotation, not anything confirmed as of now. Holy cow! Let's see. According to the update tornado warning, let's see here. Let's see Beaver County. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Father's Day, y'all. Oh, it is? I didn't even know that. Oh shoot! I gotta give my dad a happy Father's Day before he goes to bed too. All right, yep. Yeah, guys. Once again, we're heading off here in 25 minutes. Let's see here. Reed Timmer's feed's very broken. Second chase team. Let's see. Feed is clear, but breaking up in parts. Gotcha. Yeah. No, honestly, those storms, the hail itself can really, like I said, really can disrupt signal. If you did pop pick midnight, I would be here for sure. I don't think many people will be covering Arkansas, other places by then, because it'll be late. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I might pop back in later tonight, like midnight, maybe slightly after midnight. We'll see. Where is that coming from? Stupid watch. Anyways, but yeah. Let's see. Sounds good. Gotta go, but we'll stay. But we'll stay tuned. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, Jenny, are you heading out? Is that what you mean? But, anyways, well, thank you, Jenny, for being here. And thank you once again for supporting the channel. It's super appreciated. Thank you for the dono earlier. Seriously, very, very sweet of you. All right, let's do little updates on this guy. So, okay, so storm is... Rotation's fairly south of Beaver from what it looks like. It's mostly south of Beaver. Let's see here. Radar indicated threat. Whoa! 4.5-inch hail? Grapefruit size hail? No. Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now? Let's see. Has this been reported? Radar is like saying, whoa, 3-inch hail's been reported out of that cell. Let's see. Spotter Network here in Beaver County. Golly. Goodness. 4.5-inch hail is possible on that cell there. Plus with a confirmed tornado on that cell too. Like, that is nuts. Yeah, that's likely a big hail spike. See, Reed had it. This is sewing. So Reed was the one that reported the 3-inch hail? Man. that's crazy. That's really nuts. Golly. All right, yep. So that's a real destructive storm out there. Let's see. Crazy Awesome says, hello from Madison, Wisconsin. What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, like I said, y'all, we're gonna head off here in about 20 minutes. We've been live here for, yeah, we'll be live. We'll cut it off at the 3-hour mark because I have not ate anything. I am hungry. I got things I want to do, and obviously, like I said, I might pop back in later though. I'd love to be here during the whole thing. No, trust me. Don't get me wrong, but let's see. Storm Chaser reported that multiple pictures on social media from public and storm chasers of a tornado out there towards Hamlin, northwest of Hamlin, Texas. Gotcha. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, that is a biggie. That's a big. Like I said, they put out a big warning for that. They literally have grapefruit-sized hail, still reporting wall cloud. Yeah, no, that overall is a nasty producing storm. Hey, honestly, a storm that strong would likely even have some damaging winds on it there too. I mean, we got a lot of storms out here in southwestern Kansas actually. Yeah, out here in Kansas, we got a lot of storms out there. So it's like, oh, man. See, 68. Okay, yeah, we have reports of damaging winds up to 68 miles per hour in extreme southwestern Kansas here. Let's see, what is that warning for? 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense they did that, that's for sure. What direction is the tornado moving in Hamlin? Isn't Hamlin this one here? Yes, Hamlin. So the storm's moving eastward at 25 miles per hour. Sorry. For a second, I was thinking For a second, I was sitting there thinking the Gulf or the waters. Not just the Gulf, the body of water, which they use knots. Anything from Minnesota? No. Minnesota's good to go for the most part. Actually, there is a very small area in Minnesota. I mean, a very small area where a few severe thunderstorms could be possible, but I don't think they're going to happen. I mean, they're very low probability. It's a small, little itty-bitty marginal risk. That would be DVD size hail. Yep, it's getting close to it, that's for sure. I think DVD size hail, isn't that like 5-inch hail, I believe? Pretty sure it's 5-inch hail. Okay, yep, so the latest tornado warning they have in effect here is no longer... Wow, I think it's got a hook forming on it. Look at that. But anyways, the latest on it is rotating wall cloud. The latest does not support a confirmed tornado still on the ground, but yeah, still a storm we need to watch. Let's see. We're going to hop back over to this radar view. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this guy. Let's see. Dodge City radar. We're going to hop back to you right now. Let's see. Velocity on that sucker. Yeah, it's definitely still trying. It's got a bit of a hook on it, as you can see. Definitely does. Let's see. Hapkey says thanks. Very welcome. Hopefully I said your name right. Hopefully. But definitely is warned for some very large hail. Grapefruit size up to 4.5 inches in diameter. Like, that is massive hail. That is a lot bigger than this lid. This lid is about, what, 2? I'd say this lid's about 3, maybe 2.75 inch hail. 2.5 maybe. But yeah, this is about double. The hail's about double the size, essentially. So the hail's probably about that big. So in reality, hail's probably this big compared to my face. Like, that is some large hail. If that hits you in the head, you're done. Yeah, no, you do not want to be outside in that at all. Like, shoot, dude, that's crazy. Do I have a DVD? I don't think so. Maybe. No, I don't. I don't think I do, actually. I do somewhere, but not right where I'm at. You guys should know what a DVD is, especially if you're born in the 90s. Then you might know. Even early 2000s, too. DVDs were still popular. Not so much anymore. All right, let's see here. But yeah, Beaver, still watching out for y'all. See, weather spotters confirmed tornado still. Yeah, towards Hamlin, that in Tuxedo and Hamlin, and basically north central Texas. Essentially, I'm gonna call that north central Texas. It pretty much is. That is where we are seeing ourselves still a confirmed tornado on the ground there. So that is that. Let's see here. Okay, that's that. Oh man. Did Hamlin tornado lift yet? Like I said, still showing, or still is showing that is confirmed. We'll see. See, definitely more than a headache, that's for sure. Dude, that would knock you clean out. It would. Yeah, Barbara, that would be a really bad day. Let's see, we got reports of 47-mile-per-hour wind gusts out here in Syracuse, Kansas. Oh, boy. All right, let's see here. Wind gusts out here. Got some 33-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. Nothing too crazy, but Let's see. Yeah, now this storm out here towards Milburn and those regions, this one has pretty much. Yeah, like I said, this one has pretty much not really been rotating too much. It's pretty weak rotation, honestly. But the one towards Hamlin, yeah, that one's still observed apparently. Let's see, anything for Dallas-Fort Worth area? So, Pat, yes, there is actually an enhanced risk for Dallas area. But right now, in terms of what's going on in Dallas, there's actually really nothing happening. Yeah, no, it's pretty quiet out there. So wait till later tonight, after sunset or around sunset. Judy with a $10 super chat. Judy, thank you so much. That's super nice of you, Judy. Saying hi, Andrew. You've been working a long shift. Figured you need a cup of coffee. Yeah, I could use one. But Judy, thank you so much for that. That's super sweet. Thank you so much for the 10. Means a lot to us. Thank you so much, Judy, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you. Let's see. Prox says Reed Timmers, chase team number 2, reported our rear flag downdraft wrapping under the mezzo. South intercept, better spot. Very close to lowering, but still monitoring. Nothing pea-size hail. Gotcha. So the hail has died down a bit. That's good. Yeah. I mean, right now the warning is still there for 4.5-inch hail, which is grapefruit size hail. Like that. That's wow. That's pretty gnarly. That is pretty gnarly. Let's see here. Can I check the San Angelo storm? Yeah, I can do that real quickly for you. Yeah, San Angelo is under a severe thunderstorm warning. Actually, storm's heading out of San Angelo. I think San Angelo is pretty much good to go. But that storm did have 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts on it. So that's that. That is that. Let's see here. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Judy. Once again, very sweet of you. Thank you. All right, let's see. But once again, y'all, heads up. We are going to head off here in about 12 minutes. Like I said, I was going to call it at 8 o'clock because I got some things I got to do. Plus, I'm starving. I got to eat. But like I said, I might hop back in later tonight. Probably, maybe post midnight, slightly after midnight. I might come back in. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Depends on if I'm feeling good enough to do it. Let's see here. All right, so Beaver. I mean, there's very obviously a hook on this storm here. Look at that. So south of Beaver. Let's see here. The only thing that's happening in Dallas right now is crime. I mean, you would not be wrong. Would not be wrong. All right, let's see here. Okay, warning up here in northeast Texas. 1.25-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Okay, but yeah, no, the Hamilton, Hamlin storm in Texas here. That's tornado warning. It's still observed as of now. So there's still reports apparently of it being on the ground here. Let's see. What about velocity? Yeah, I got a little something down there. All right, we'll watch it for a couple more minutes. See this guy down here. Brownwood, yeah, that one's radar indicated. That one has not gone confirmed yet, which is good. We don't want it to. But there's also a threat for 1.5-inch hail on it. All right, yeah, you know what I'm going to tell you? What? I am going to switch you guys over to the tropics for a moment. So before we head off here, let me explain once again what's happening. So if you guys don't know, there's actually a system we are watching out there. So in terms of the tropics, we're going to take a break for a brief second. We got ourselves a tropical system. It is now an Invest 92L. That is it right now. Current pressure 1,011 millibars, same as it was yesterday, but it has picked up a lot of speed and moving. It's moving west at 8 miles per hour. Maximum winds out of it's 22 miles per hour, so it's really nothing big right now. But models down in time does indeed show a pretty gnarly storm forming. And continuing tracking west, some of the models have it, or most of the models kind of shows it going north of the north of the windward and leewards, kind of, just north of that. There is a few options, a few models do actually support it going into, basically west, or going over the leeward and windward islands. It's a possibility. Something I have not checked out on is the ensembles, the ECENS. That's something I want to do real quickly with you guys. ECENS ensembles. We're gonna grab this whole view right there. We're gonna zoom in. We're gonna loop it. Yeah, we're gonna loop this here for a minute. I want to see what the ensembles say. See which way they're going here. Please wait. There we go. All right. According to the ensembles, whoa. You know what? It's about half and half actually. If you look at it, half of them go into the Caribbean, half of them go up into the back out in the sea. So, honestly, yeah, I mean, either option's still on the table right now. Either going through the Caribbean. If it goes to the Caribbean, it's going to hit somewhere eventually. If it goes up out the sea, is a shot, it could not hit anybody. So let's hope for that northern approach, because we don't want that to happen. But anyways, but yeah, in terms of back over here to the models and stuff, here's the latest intensity guidance. As you can see, kind of the median point here. In terms of, let's see here. Yeah, so basically, in terms of the median point, the line of best fit has it kind of going in this direction. So it does have it actually definitely getting in the tropical storm force. I mean, it's without a doubt going to reach a tropical storm at some point. But you know what? Most of these storms do actually support. Most models actually do support this getting into at least hurricane strength. So, like I said, this could very well be our first hurricane of the season. But anyways, that's that. Here's the main models. Just tracking west. That's all we know for the next 3 days. We're just going to be tracking west for a bit, and then things start to kind of scatter. So, we'll wait and see. But anyways, like I said, you guys, we're heading off here in 7 minutes. We'll mark it a 3-hour stream for today. So, we actually did a pretty long stream today. Glad to be here for you guys. And like I said, y'all, if you have any further questions after the stream, join our Discord. We have our Discord down below in the description. Also, follow us on Twitter. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen right now, you'll see my Twitter tag, at NWW1162. Like I said, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. If you have any storm reports or anything, submit that to us. And like I said, whenever we do go live, we'll always share any of those reports that come through. So anyways, but yep. So once again, everybody, just please remain safe out there. And if there's anything that I can do for you guys, please let me know. If there's any final questions, yeah, let me know. Anyways, but that's that. Let's see here. George says, sorry I'm late. Yeah, like I said, we're about to head off here, George, here in about 6 minutes or so. So we're going to go ahead and start winding down a little bit on the stream here. But I just wanted to finish there with you guys with a little bit of tropical updates and stuff. Should Abilene be safe now? Can I sleep? Abilene. Wait, let's see. We're going to hop back over to... I gotta look back up Abilene. I'm always covering these areas. Let's see here. I know I spelled that totally wrong, but you know what? It's all right. How do you... How did you spell it? A-B-I... That's right. Abilene, Texas. Dude, let's see. Okay, no, you're actually in a severe thunderstorm warning, dude. Yeah, now is not a time to go to bed because you're still in the enhanced risk. So you're gonna be needing to look out for the weather for hours for now. So you're not safe to go to bed yet. And like I said, right now you're actually under a severe thunderstorm warning here for 1.2 inch hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So basically up to $half size hail and 60 mile per hour wind gusts being a possibility. MP says enjoy your evening, you as well. And once again, thank you for being here. And MP, thank you for supporting the channel as well. Greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock. We love you. Thank you. Very, very sweet of you. And like I said, y'all, if you have any further questions, feel free to let us know. But before we head off here, I have to give our supporters a really big thank you for today. Obviously, so to our donators today, we have to give a very, very special thanks to Proxy and Barbara for really very generous donations today. Thank you guys so much. Barbara, Proxy, we love you guys. Thank you absolutely so much. A big shout out also goes to Steve. Thank you so much for the super chat. Noah, thank you so much for not only becoming a tropical stormer, but also supporting us with the super chat as well. Thank you so much. Jenny, you as well. Thank you absolutely so much. Judy, thank you for the 10. Greatly appreciated. MP, once again, thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. Anyways, but once again, Proxy, Steve, Noah, Jenny, Barbara, MP, and Judy, you guys rock. We love you. Thank you absolutely so much. Thank you guys for being here. It means a lot. It really does. And like I said, we love you guys. But like I said, we're going to head off here in 4 minutes. Any final questions, hit me up here, and we'll be letting you know. Marcus says, thanks for the coverage. You're very welcome. Prepper says, great job, Andrew. Good night, my friends. Best wishes are safe. Cheers. See you later, Prepper. Thank you. Let's see here. But anyways, that's what's going on there, y'all. That is essentially what we are talking about. Yeah. So I'm not going to get to you, Fabbing Gaming, because you're literally spamming. I'm going to go ahead and hide you from the channel, actually. We don't need you. We don't need you on this channel. But anyways, yeah. But thank you guys, seriously, once again, for joining us. Greatly appreciated. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and hide this user. There you go. They'll no longer be seen on their channel. All right, guys. Well, once again, thank you all so much. We love you. Let's see here. Barbara says, may you have a blessed night, Andrew, and family here tonight. May everyone be safe out there. Love y'all. You too, Barbara. Thank you once again. Logan says, I'm going to get some sleep. I will try to stop by if you're streaming later. I will definitely try to be. I will definitely try to be. But, all right. Well, you know what? I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and head off now since it seems like you guys are good to go. Like I said, stream's actually going to head off in 2 minutes, so it'll be right at 8 o'clock. So, but once again, everybody, we love you. Thank you all so much for joining us. You guys absolutely rock. Y'all, please be safe out there for the rest of the day. Because, like I said, severe weather's not over. I'd love to do the rest of it, but I have some things I got to do. I got some. Honestly, first of all, I'm going to go get something to eat because I am starving. So, thank you guys. We love y'all. Thank you so much. Man, I got to give one more thank you to our supporters. I really, you just don't realize how thankful I am. Proxy, Steve, Noah, Jenny, Barbara, MP, and Judy. We love you guys once again. Thank you so much. Seriously. Like I said, you guys have made my night with all the support you guys have given us. Like I said, it'll really help this out so much. Thank you all. We love you. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and head over to the ending screen. Thank you so much for joining us. And like I said, obviously, we'll try to go back later tonight. We'll see how that goes. But, you know, if we do, it'll likely be after midnight. So, all right, you guys, we'll take care. We'll catch you guys later on. Stream's now heading off here in 2 minutes. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay safe, and we'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. Love y'all. See you then.
88, southeast at 18, gusting to 28. Waco, cloudy, 87, south at 7. Tyler, cloudy, 91, heat index 104, south at 9. Once again at 6 p.m., DFW Airport, cloudy, 94, heat index 103, south at 12. Now let's check on your local forecast for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. Sunday, tonight. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening, then partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Some thunderstorms may be severe this evening. Lows in the mid-70s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Sunday, partly sunny in the morning, then clearing. Humid with highs in the mid-90s. South winds around 10 miles an hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 70s. North winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. And now the extended forecast. Juneteenth, sunny, hot with highs in the upper 90s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Heat index values up to 114 in the afternoon. Monday night, mostly clear. Humid with lows in the upper 70s. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Hot with highs around 100. Heat index values up to 115 in the afternoon. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 70s. Wednesday, mostly sunny.